try to usurp religion for their own political gain, it is incredibly dangerous. King Uzziah was marked on the forehead with a rash. Today, we might look out and see people have usurped religion, also marked with a sign on their head. It is red, and it has the words, "Make America Great Again," as a sign of how religion has been usurped by the religious right. Folks who are using religion to proclaim values that are contrary to absolutely everything that Jesus taught. And you see, the moral of this story is that those who are faithful, like the priests in the temple, are called to stand up to hypocrisy, both political and religious hypocrisy, and to say that this is unacceptable according to our faith, according to the values that we believe. Because what we believe is liberating love. What we believe is passionate peace. What we believe is jarring justice. And if religion is being used in a way that is not creating that, it is false. It is anti-Christ.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me, Jay Black.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the Worst Records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Sean wears
Tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep.
Oh, good morning. Friday Eve is upon us. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Good morning to every single Takeover Legend community member. We are one day away, one show away from Cash App Fridays. That's when y'all pay your tithes to the church. If anybody can get it, you know what it is. We are trying to pay these StreamYard bill and trying to upgrade our StreamYard plan. So tomorrow, get your 4 quarters ready because you can only Cash App me the minimum of $1. If it's $1 is all you got, that's all you got, then it's all good. It's all to fun what goes on. All the fun, the Tuesday through Friday. The 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Sometimes we go a little longer, you know, just for the church of anybody can get it. Yes. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's Cash App Friday, ladies and gentlemen. The 4 quarters is all you got, 4 quarters is all you got. Then it's what you give, man. It's going to pay for the StreamYard. And some of it's going in my pocket, unlike these other pastors. I ain't going to lie to you and say, we going to build a handicap ramp. Nope. We gonna pay StreamYard, try and upgrade so we can get the 4K cameras. Then some of it might go in my gas tank. I don't know. Cash App Friday, Cash App Friday, Cash App Friday. Tomorrow is Cash App Friday. Cash App Friday. Get the dollars out. I sound like a stripper. Cash App Friday. Cash App Friday. That's tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. You see the Cash App right
Welcome to the Holy Tabernacle, Grace New Life Community, Fellowship Church on a Hill. This is the church of anybody can get. With your pastor, Michael Sean, and Deacon Jay Black. Now, everyone, please take your seats.
Take your seats, everyone. Take your seats. Everyone, take your seats. Jay Black's even in the building. Jay Black is into the building. Yes, indeed. Jay Black is into the building. What's going on?
Let's see who was first. Miss
Just setting up everybody for tomorrow's Cash App Friday. Get your ties ready. Get your 4 quarters out. Get your dollars out.
Oh,
Unlike TD Jakes, I will never be forced to resign from here and give up my show. No, I won't, because y'all already know how much I ain't shit. So you already know. Ain't gonna be no surprises. Start it do what it do. I don't know how you got Star It Do to from what it do. How'd you even
what up, Legs?
How on the keys? What in the keys did you on the keyboard? Were you able to get
Ash?
How was that? Ash, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Mr. Parker. Good morning. So yeah, the setup is tomorrow. You already know. Tomorrow we got Dr. Aaron Smith on the show. Present, good morning. Present. Are you present? Thank you, Jeanette. Follow the rules. I don't want to hear good. I just want to know present. Jeanette was present on the first.
She was present. Yep.
Anybody else present?
Ms. Clark.
We're doing roll call.
Ms. Parker. I saw
Thank
Shelly.
you, Jeanette. Thank you for being consistent. Legs is in here. Put all their good mornings up there. Put all their good mornings. Come on, you can't shortchange them. Them people, they pay tithes once a month. They want to see their
Queen Barn. Morning.
Where you been, Mama? Where you been? You know I follow you on Instagram. Where you been? Where you been, Mama?
She flaky. You know she's sometimes.
Queen Barn Legs. Good morning.
Afro Queen. What up, DMV?
Afro Queen is always here. One of our veterans.
She's top 5. I told you before, Afro Queen top 5.
She could be. We'd have to have a discussion about the top 5. We'd have to have a discussion about top 5. I don't know. Top 5. Miss Parker could just claim number 1.
Trendsetter. What up, Dallas, Texas? Trendsetter. Oh, Trent, I had to hit him back. He called me. I was in the middle of a meeting. I got to hit you back, Trent. Hope all is good.
What up, Trent?
Tonight saying what up to everybody. They saying what up. They saying what up. He said, close the door. Get the money.
Close the door. Tomorrow is Close the Door Fridays. That's right. Cash App Friday, a.k.a. Close the Door. Good morning. Good morning.
What's up? Yeah, we're taking attendance.
We're taking attendance. Are you present? You better put present on there. Y'all, Jeanette, thank you for being consistent and following the rules. Thank you, Jeanette. That's what I'm talking about. Consistency is everything.
You see my new shirt? I asked Lady Q to make me a new bubble shirt, Mike.
It's kind of hard to see when you wear white.
I know, but that's what I thought. I wanted to do white on white.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to see.
I know it's there, but it's like it's not there, but it's there. Like, so you don't understand.
No, I don't.
I was trying to be deep with it. Like, it's deep. Like we did the black on black, white on, I'm thinking red on red. You don't understand.
Why is that deep?
I don't know. I know it's something.
Oh, then it's not deep. If you don't know why it's deep, how the hell are you gonna say it's deep?
It's something about it that makes me say, yo, I want a white on white Virgo. That's what I'm gonna support. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one.
She needs to do white on white and outline it in black. The outline needs to be like a 3D shadow.
Like a black outline. I ain't want that.
What the fuck I said? Are you getting old? What is wrong? He said like a black outline. I said a black outline.
I ain't want that. Yeah, Queen Barn, you be flaky sometimes. You watch you just don't be in the see. If you don't see present in the comments, we don't know you're there.
That was Jay Black and called you flaky, Queen Barn. I want that to be known.
I ain't know. She said, I'm here every day, Negro. Don't play with me. All right, my bad. But just put hi or something in the comments so I know you're there.
Don't put hi, put present.
Present, yeah.
I thought it was Food Stand Friday. No, Trendsetter.
See, hold on. This deep. Here we go, Ash. Thank you. It's abstract art,
That's
Mike.
Not abstract art.
That is. That's
no,
what Ash
it's not.
said.
No, it's not. Ash.
You don't get it. You don't understand.
You fake deep too. You a fake baby. You a fake deep baby pool. How about that for abstract?
Say that word, Mike.
Monochromatic.
Chromatic. See, that's what it is. It's monochromatic.
And it doesn't do well on the screen.
Well, it do well in person because I like it.
Well, if you put the black outline, then you'd be good. What's wrong
What's
with
wrong
black on white? Yeah,
What's
Lake
wrong
said, what's
with
wrong with black on white?
Is she a white
Yeah,
lady?
black
Oh,
on
ain't
white.
nobody. Good morning, Diane. Diane is here. She's present.
Thank
She's
you,
present.
Dan. President, you get a Pop-Tart because you followed the rules. Don't worry about then Queen Born. I know you here. How do you know? You know she there like you think you know you Virgo's on that shirt, huh? Can't see it.
I love it. You crazy.
Jay Black wears shirt. Don't know why. You don't know why. Then he say they deep.
It is deep. It's something about white on white.
There's nothing deep about white on white.
There's something about it. It is. I think it is. See, I'm trying to be different.
It may be nice, but it ain't deep. White on white Air Force Ones are nice. They not.
Like, ooh, I see it, but I don't see it, but I do see it, and it's okay. Simple. It's elegant. I think it's like classy. Give me a little. I feel like I'm going to a white.
Why? Because it's white on white. Because it's white. That's why it's classy. Because it's white. I ain't never heard you just go black on black is classy. Never heard you. Oh, have you fallen for the brainwash?
No, my people is classy. Black on black is classy.
All right, how was your night last night?
All right, my night was good. Lady Q told me I was surface level. We had a revelation, and she said I don't care about nothing that deeply. It all started with reading books, and I'm like, have you ever had the urge to just want to read a book, like a novel, like I've never had that urge to say I want to read this salacious book or this deep book. And she said, "Oh, you're just so surface level. I never really." Now it makes sense.
I was anxious. I was excited when I bought Malcolm X, like I was buying the hottest CD in the stores at the time.
Sounds about white. Yeah. So she called me surface level, and I don't know if that's not saying a good or bad thing. I just never had the urge to want to sit down and read.
No, surface level is a bad thing.
Yeah. See, that's what she said. That's what she called me yesterday. So I didn't know if I should be mad or accept the reality that I just don't care enough. Because it was like a Wheel of Fortune puzzle, aquatic bird. And I was like, oh, well, what is an aquatic bird? And I was like, oh, anyway. And then it all started from there. You know what an aquatic bird is?
A bird that's in the water that basically that stays primarily in the water. An aquatic bird would be like a swan. Okay.
See, that's good. I didn't think you would know. I said, I bet you might know.
You just underestimate that I'm smart. You don't like that fact.
She's like an aquarium. And I said, well, just say water. Like, but either way, it all started with the books. and then it started going into the reading. And that's what you don't read. I said, no, why? Unless somehow I get to the answer. I go Google to get to I need the answer. I'm not reading books, but I want the answer. I want the results. If I got a quiz, a test, something I got to do, a report, I'm going for the answer. I don't know. It just turned into a conversation. There she go.
I didn't say it. I said it in a bad way, Lady Q. I didn't say you said it, but calling somebody surface, it's an insult.
See, that's what she said.
It's almost calling somebody superficial. I didn't say it in a bad way. It was a revelation that he's satisfied without digging. Yeah, he just wants the answer. He doesn't know how to get to the answer.
I do.
He just wants the white man to feed him the answer. He doesn't want. He doesn't want to know how to solve the equation. He wouldn't care.
If I was a dummy, if I wasn't smart and Temple degrees and all, you would still be with me, huh? Like if I was just dumb, if I met your needs, you were happy, the house was taken care of, you would be okay with that, huh? And you know what I said? Yep. Everything good in the house?
I knew that was coming. I don't even know why you set yourself up.
Everything good? Everything taken care of? We good over here?
What's 1 + 1?
The rap battle, look, the rap battle's good.
Okay. The rap battle's good. Everything good.
But anyway, I don't know. That was my night. That was my night. But yeah, I just never. Coco, have you ever had an urge to just want to read a deep novel? I don't know. I don't know how many men just have an urge to just want to sit down and read.
Why do you bring men into that? Men read. Just keep you. Don't bring us into that. Jay Black keeps using Mike. Yeah, it's a litmus test. What the fuck?
I do. I said, bet you Mike don't know. I do. I said that. I bet you Mike.
And then it makes it mad when I do know.
It's the first one that you did. And she said, no, he always talk about reading on the show. I'm like, oh, I ain't. So it was already like a half a grade.
The only reason I don't read is I got caught up now. I got caught up in the Instagram. Every time I was on a flight, I would grab a book.
Jump to the point. Like, yeah, I just get me. What's the answer? Let's figure this out. Let's go right to that.
You'll never be able to solve problems if somebody just gives you an answer. You'll never know the steps on how to solve a problem.
I do.
No, you don't, because even in your job, you know the steps on how to come to a solution.
Yeah, you
So
problem solve. You're not a movie
problem solve,
leader.
and you
I
learn
manage
by
people.
problem solving. There's a manual. There are meetings that you have to go through. There are financial things that you have to read.
Yes, you got.
There are
yes.
budgets that
You
have to
got
be put
statements.
together. There are
Yes.
taxes that have to be done. And in order to do that, you got to read. You just can't get to the
Yes,
answer.
but you can read to get to your results.
Yes, say
It's
it
not-
again. You can what?
You can read to get to the
Yes.
results.
There you
So
go.
if I need to figure out how to balance this budget,
Yes.
I need to, okay, so what gets me this metric? Okay, so
Yes.
these two metrics equals this. Okay,
Now,
boom.
what did it take?
It took me to read that, but
Exactly.
it's not. But
So
she
you
was talking
read.
about reading books. Like I'm reading to get to the answer. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. But that was my debate. I don't know what
I
you
love
did
reading a
yesterday.
good book. You have to read to get to the answer / information. This is the problem that Instagram. This is why y'all think I'm playing, but I'm doing y'all a favor. When I play a clip that's long, and I tell y'all, get away from your Instagram stamina. Get away. Use your mental stamina. Because this is why we can't read books. Because books have to break things down. They have to paint a picture. So they might be a whole chapter that is basically setting up the rest of the book, but you have to have the mental stamina. That's why the oldest joke was, you want to hide something from black people, the oldest racist joke, put it in a book. Which is disrespectful, because some of the greatest intellects ever that this country has ever had have been black and brown. You read, Jay. You just downplaying yourself. You do read.
I don't read no book. I have never just had a desire to say, "Yo, what?" Let me author. Dickens, is somebody last name Dickens or Arthur? I don't know. I don't just have the urge to just read a book. I
James
just don't.
Baldwin. You should,
Yeah.
since
James
Lady Q has a shirt, you should read the autobiography of Malcolm X. I think you'd be very interested in it.
I will watch the movie. I have a
But
passion
the
to be
book
able to
is
watch
so
the
much
movie.
better.
That's what people say, and some people say the movie could be better.
Look, we didn't even know in The Color Purple in the book they actually escaped. They escaped old girl from prison. They broke her out from
Sophia,
prison.
they
We
broke
didn't
Sophia out?
even know they broke her. I never knew. I never read the book.
Coco like listening to audiobooks. So see, that's the difference. Okay, he
I
like
read
it.
Kevin Hart's book. Well, that's because I was in it. I read Charlemagne's first book. Let's see. I read Death of a Salesman #1 first because I had to. Then I went back and read it. Malcolm X. I got the books. There was another great book I read. Jay, I heard the book King is great.
It's great. Yeah, Mike ain't.
Oh,
Mike ain't that one.
the one that I
You
I
don't know
try
that
and
one.
refer this book to everybody, and it should
Kim-
so be a
Teresa?
movie.
Kim
The
Teresa?
Tragic Life. It's a young man who went to Yale University,
Mhm.
who was out of North Jersey, and y'all gonna think it's a hood book.
Good morning.
He was so intelligent, he created a strand of weed back in the 90s.
Okay.
And he had to sell weed in order to keep him going through Yale to finance his education in Yale. It's an
Sound like a
amazing
good movie. It sound like a good movie.
Tragic Life of what is the name of the book? I'm gonna get it before I get out of here because I
Wendy
read it
Williams'
twice.
book was good. I'm not reading no book. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not reading a Wendy Williams book.
Michelle
You feel that an
Obama
audio
book?
book is better than reading the actual book. I fall asleep with an audio book. It's like listening to music. Like I tried audio books and on a plane, and what I would wind up doing is falling asleep because it almost feels like I'm listening to a song. In order for me not to fall asleep, I'm actually paying attention reading, and then I'm having to paint the picture as I read in it, so it keeps you awake. That's a movie about the Jersey boy Michael. Yes, but it's his name that's part of the name of the book, The Tragic Life of, and man, damn it, I'm just gonna Google.
How
it.
you pronounce her name? Kim Tressa? Kim Tressa?
I guess
Kim
Cam
Tressa.
Tressa.
Good
That's why
morning.
she tells everybody to call her Cam, which
Cam,
is
good
weird
morning,
because me knowing Cam for years.
Oh, I heard of that book, Mike. I forgot the title though.
It's an excellent book, man.
Rod Peace. You talking about Rod Peace? That was a good movie.
Rob
I need to
Peace.
watch. That's a movie called Rod Peace, The Life about him. I need to watch that.
Let me see if that's the one. The Tragic.
Still ain't surprised. I wanted to watch that. Good morning, LaShawn. Present. LaShawn, you be reading books?
Yes, the
Dennis
Tragic,
Rodman.
the short and tragic life of Robert Peace. This book is so amazing, yo. If you haven't read a book, this should so be a movie.
I love audiobooks.
This should so be a movie. The Tragic Short Life of Robert Peace. I read this book twice. This is such an amazing book. I think he was based out of Newark or somewhere in North Jersey. Oh my. Great book. Okay, so today my everything was good with me. Me and the twins had lunch with the twins. We went for a nice walk outside. It was a beautiful. I'm gonna go to the park. Is the movie on Netflix?
It's already on Netflix. I remember I feel like it was just in theaters a couple weeks ago. I guess not. So
I have to watch that movie on Netflix, even though the book was amazing. God, that book was so good. That book was so amazing. I was the last person to get off the plane on purpose.
Oh, just so you could finish
everybody because I knew once I started running, that was it. That's the movie, Michael. It is a movie. It's on Netflix or Prime, I believe. Yeah, please read the book.
Rob Peace on Netflix.
I'm gonna watch it, but please read the book. I stayed on the plane, and then because I was like, I'm gonna get caught up. I'm gonna have to get my bag. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be running. Then when I got off the plane, I actually sat by the gate. And that's when I finished it the first time. Biography by Jeff Hobbs about his college roommate. Yes. Robert Peace, a brilliant young man from Newark who attended Yale University. Yeah, it's an amazing.
Thanks, research department.
And it's amazing. It's sad. Oh my God, it has so many dimensions.
Oh, he died then.
Yeah, it's so. But the dimensions of the hate that he had to. Oh, God, it was so good. So yesterday I went to the park. We took a walk with me and the twins. Took a walk. Mm-hmm. I'm going to this park at lunchtime to get my cardio on at lunch because I told you it's gonna be a sexy ass summer. Y'all ain't ready. Bring me.
You said it every year. I'm gonna do a shirtless show one day. I'm gonna get it right.
I'll just give you a little.
Like, you'll be there, no. That'll be a day I'm not here. That'll be the day I'm not here.
I'm gonna give it to that.
Kamari will fill in with you. The Financial Rebel will be on with you that day. Yeah.
Financial Rebels in the building.
Hey, here we go. Good morning. Good morning.
Diabetic right now. They diabetic right now. But they coming. Woo! It's gonna be sexy out in this bitch.
Hey, keep going, Mike.
I had this one lady walk by me at the comedy show, and after I got done the set. Tight Shirts Part 2, trust me. You already know what it is. It's gonna be called Tighter Shirts. Tighter Shirts. This lady walked by me. She was like, we was at the comedy show, and I don't know how to holler at people after the comedy show. I don't know. I'm a cornball. I mastered that art, especially when you tear it down. And she came up to me. She said, "So you 54?" And I said, "Yes." She was like. All she said, and this, when a black woman says this, you know you doing so. She said, "Okay." That's all she said.
Okay.
When a black woman says, "Okay," I said, "Oh, it's working. Yeah. It's working.
You see what's your IG?
It's working. It's working." Let me say, "Okay." Let me tell you something. When a woman say, "Okay," you go like, "Oh, I ain't even need nobody to get. I ain't need nobody's numbers." I went home, gassed up the rest of the night. I was like this. I sat up in the bed. I didn't even turn the TV on. I was just in the room in the dark. Like, yep. Okay, that's all I heard. So you said you had something on the Robert Peace book, Kamari?
Absolutely. I actually went and saw the movie premiere live in Newark. For even out on Netflix. I love that book. It's so funny. Jay was telling the story group chat yesterday. But to me, that book represents guys like me, Jay, who could easily been swayed the wrong way of life, got all the genius, got all the promise in the world, but made a couple of wrong turns.
But the irony, I can give sport. The irony of it is he made wrong turn. It just frustrates me that weed is legal. Just that book alone just makes me so. It just pisses me off so much. But it wasn't like the white man got him. It was in his own backyard that I was like, what? Oh my God. I don't even know if I can watch the movie without being pissed off. But anyway, I mean, I've referred that to so many people. I've given the book to people and they've given it back and they be like, yo, you were right. That was dope. I'm like, man, God, I love that book. All right. We got a bunch of stuff to get to. Obviously, we got the Financial Rebel on here.
Yeah.
I got some lies detected. Trump at it again. Listen, at this point, Trump just being consistent with his stupidity. Like, listen, he just being like, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, this ain't his fault no more. This is our fault. Well, they should be 10 million people at the Capitol right now. Just saying that he has to go. They should be 10 million people just saying he got to go.
No, it's Biden's economy. You got to give him more time.
He can't even. I'm glad you
I'm
said
sorry.
Biden.
That's what he said.
I'm so glad you said Biden's economy. He don't even know if it's Biden's economy anymore. He honestly, let me see if this is the right one. He don't even know. Let me see.
For the stock market highs, you said it was a reflection of how well you were doing in the polls, and then after you were elected, you said the stock market highs were a reflection of how well the transition's going and the American people's confidence in your incoming administration. Now, the stock market's not doing so well, and you're saying that's the Biden stock market, yet you are the president. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I'm not taking credit or discredit for the stock market.
He's not taking credit or discredit. He don't want neither one. It's not my fault, and either one is not either my fault or not my fault. And this kid broke it down.
What a shameless little snake. He's not taking credit or discredit. Look at this. On January 29th of 2024, while Biden was the president, he said, "This is the Trump stock market because my polls against Biden are so good that investors are projecting that I'll win." He then said on April 30th of 2025, which is today, "This is Biden's stock market, not Trump's. I didn't take over until January 20th. But if you look at the S&P 500, you can draw a direct line between Trump taking office, announcing tariffs, and the market crashing. It's simple."
Yeah. What do you want us to do with that?
The stock market is down year to date. The stock market is down, 5.5% year to date. And it was down even further, but it's bounced back a little bit.
Dude, I truly believe that their critical thinking when they wanted to get that out to schools, and we took it as they were trying to dumb us down as people of color. I truly believe what they wanted to do was get his base to be as stupid as fucking possible.
But the base is already stupid.
Yeah, but they wanted to make sure that nobody ever turned on a light and said, hey, this is common sense to you. Like, I've never. Oh, why are we shocked? He's a habitual people. He can't believe.
We're shocked because black people voted for him. That's why we're shocked.
Blacks and Latinos for Trump. Latinos for Trump.
Oh my God! But here, I got a little lies detected, and then I got some fun stuff today. I had a request from Financial Rebel, and I said, you know what? I might as well play. So I had we're gonna play, and Jay Black's gonna share later on the show. And we're gonna have a good time, so we're gonna have fun. Don't forget, Cash App Friday is gonna go down tomorrow. Don't forget, Cash App Friday is going down tomorrow. But a lady put a quote, and it was it was so simple and so direct. And I love stuff like that because it don't even take a lot. It didn't even take a lot.
It's time for action. Yeah.
Thanks you for joining the Takeover Legends. It's time for No Lies Detected.
Right here. It's time for action. Yeah.
Thanks you for joining the Takeover Legends. It's time for No Lies Detected.
Right here.
Here comes.
A racist would rather suffer less than you than thrive next to you. That's why we're in the predicament that we're in. No, I will not be elaborating.
That is so simple. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, speak to him because Jay Black, he don't like me.
Remember, a racist would rather suffer less than you than thrive next to you. That's why we're in the predicament that we're in. No, I will not be elaborating.
What? Boy, that man, girl.
Stock market highs. You said it was a reflection of.
Sorry, but that is
facts all day.
Facts all day. I had no idea what the Declaration of Independence was either. Coco, we're not. I ain't gonna play with you, Coco.
I think he's playing.
Yeah, TOLs. What's the name of the book / movie? Feel like scrolling.
Rob Peace.
The tragic short life of Robert Peace.
Yeah, so go get that, and then go look up Google the Declaration of Independence.
Then why are we talking about the Declaration of Independence?
I don't know. Coco just went left. He does this sometimes.
No, because they asked Trump about it on that now infamous interview to see ABC reporter,
I missed it.
and he pointed at it, and he did. I had it somewhere. I don't know if I have it here. His answer was like, "Yeah, it's exact." This is what he said. It's exactly what it says. That's what he said. He said, "What are your feelings on it?" He said, "It's exactly what it says." I posted it. I reposted. No, I don't have it here, but I guess Coco was up on it. So where do we want to start? Where do we? Okay, all right. Let's get to a little lies detected. We'll go back to Shador, and we'll go to this. This gentleman had a good little comment about it.
So I said the same thing about a white football player in the same exact city.
So all around your day one right now, say, fuck Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
That was because this is a fumble.
It was going forward. It is an incomplete.
The white Philly fans in the building were saying the same thing because it was about football. This, something entirely different. This is what you call HDYN. How dare you with the hard R? We've seen this before. Young, black, talented, confident, with the backing of a strong black dad. Tiger Woods.
If I can do that for 3 more days, I'll be
Serena.
And a victory would be also nice too.
A victory. To me, that comes off as a little cocky or brash.
Well,
when you come out here, you know what I'm saying, your
I
first pro
understand.
tournament, you say, I can win.
I've always figured that why go to a tournament if you're not going there to try and win? As I always explain to my dad, second sucks, and third's even worse. That's just a feeling.
But on
I
tour,
have.
that's not too bad sometimes, though.
That's not too bad, but I want to win.
You'll learn.
The
he learned.
Williams sisters.
Damn.
I know I can beat her.
You know you can be very confident.
I'm very confident.
You say it so easily. Why?
Believe it.
Cut right here, and let me tell you why. What she said it with so much confidence the first time. But if you keep going on and on. When she says something, we done told you what's happening. She done answered it with a lot of confidence. Leave that alone.
How dare they be so confident? How dare they aspire to greatness? How dare they think they can be better than me? Now, we didn't heard them say, shut up and dribble ball. Because a nigga's supposed to stay in his place. But if you dare to be confident enough to be more, it exposes something.
Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity.
Amen.
I mean, listen, I always go back to Muhammad Ali. That scared the bejesus out of this country. And when Ali was no longer mentally capable, they sucked their teeth into him, and they drained him and made him hold the torch at the Olympics, which everybody was so proud of, and I was so disgusted of.
That should be a case study, though. Have they ever done one where anytime an African American black person comes with that confidence, it's more of they're cocky and arrogant versus, why? Why is it viewed different when the Tom Brady? Oh, look at that passion Tom Brady's displaying versus some like I never understand. I mean, I get it. I know what it really is, but why? What is the fear? Like Dion says, why is my confidence your insecurity? Why?
It's been like that forever. Why you think they ain't want black people to read? Why you think they held everything? Why you think they systematically have always been scared to death? Because they know the facts.
Facts.
They the most intimidating species on earth is a black man. That is the level in America. That's what it is. Just the
Not even America, the world.
In the world. But I'm just going by Senator, and you're absolutely right. Just an appearance of a black man, brown man, not my complexion, darker skin, darker than me, obviously, creates a different level of intimidation, even by saying thank you. Just walk in. You see it all the time. I see it all the time at the store, at the UPS store. I see it. I see the whole demeanor of people change on how you're going to speak to that person. And in most cases at my store, it's more of I'm going to be a little more polite. Not everybody, but there's certain people, not going to call nobody out. Not everybody. because I got some great coworkers. I can't say that. But it's the fear. And don't then have somebody prove to you that intellectually, which we already knew, but don't have them just throw it in your face and be like, intellectually, I'm on a different plateau than you. You're not on my level. Oh, we got to destroy this person. We got to destroy. And it's funny how the reason why I was so sad about Ali was because I knew the same system that tried to destroy him was still in place. It was flourishing.
Confidence equals power.
And black folks want to see black folks do better until they really do better. Billy J, you ain't Billy J.
Build you up. Oh, whoa, you got more than me? Oh, time out. Oh, yeah, I need you to crash and burn now.
Billy J, you just dropped the bar. Black folks want to see black folks do better until they really do better. When you in a struggle with everybody, it's all good. When you pull up, and not that a car makes you, in reality, doesn't change anything about you doing better. But if they see the Benz pop up, oh boy, racism, JB racism. They know our brilliance and power, but never want to accept or admit it. So they try to demean us the same old rinse and repeat. Absolutely. So let me get to this. Let me see if I got this. So did y'all see the basketball game?
Which one?
Milwaukee Bucks and the Indiana Pacers final game. The Pacers eliminated the Milwaukee Bucks. Tyrese Halliburton, his dad is obviously Indiana. Halliburton is a star for the Pacers. Is it Tyrese or I think it's Tyrese Halliburton? Am I saying his first name?
I think you're saying it right.
I think it is. So anyway, his dad, after the game, after the victory, his dad jumps on the court.
Okay. He's excited.
And steps to Giannis.
Yeah, we beat y'all.
And Giannis had to make a whole comment afterwards because the dude stepped to him. It's the most ridiculous. It's that phenomenon of living through your fucking son's dream. Your son is doing something you were never able to do. And this is what you want to do. So here's Giannis's comment after the loss.
Hit live on LaShawn.
Being humble in victory. That's how I am. I've won the championship. They haven't. Okay? And that doesn't even say anything. I'm not trying to minimize their effort. But I remember when I won, my mom, that she never missed the games. When we won the championship, I remember my mom, she was scared to cross. She was like, am I allowed to come and hug my son? Having a fan, which at the moment I thought it was a fan, but then I realized it was Tyrese's son, which I love Tyrese. I think he's a great competitor. He was his dad, sorry. Coming in the floor and showing me his son a towel with his face. This is what we do. This is what we effing do. This is the F we do. This. I feel like that's very, very disrespectful.
I'll let y'all, Financial Rebel, I'll let you comment first on your thoughts of it. And what do you think should take place after this? Is he
frozen? No, he ain't frozen. Kamari, are you there?
Kamari.
Yeah, I'm here.
So you saw the clip. I was just asking you your comments on it. Do you think something should be done about it? What are your feelings about it in general?
I mean, Halliburton apologized. He said his father was wrong. I mean, his dad got caught up. I don't know what else should be done. What else should be done? I did like Charles Barkley's reaction to it, though. His commentary.
What did Barkley
say? It was like AAU crap. You know how much I hate AAU. Charles Barkley does not hate AAU. It's like their parents. They think they can scream their kids to the NBA. It drives me flat crazy. But they apologize and let me know. Let you know something. Giannis is one of my favorite players. He became more one of my favorite players last night because ain't no way in hell I wouldn't have clocked his ass. So he would have snuffed out. That'd have been wrong too.
Oh yeah, that would have been woo. Jay Black, your opinion on if you think there should be any repercussions or anything like that?
When you say repercussions, the player had nothing to do with his father's actions, so definitely nothing for Halliburton. The dad
of the father, or those of the son.
I think the dad, they probably put him on a little punishment to say, hey, you remember you can't go to the rest of this season or the rest of these next couple games. They might suspend him from a couple games because obviously his son is going to have him with the access to be right there courtside. So I think it should be like a couple game suspension, something like that, just to drive the point home and deter any other parent that may get super excited. I get it. You're excited. You're in the moment. Your kid just won a ship. I mean, the next
How do you get that? How do you get that? I want to know how do you come to
how you get excited? Because I'm with you through your whole journey. And your goal is to win a championship. Now you're one step closer. I'm with you when you're shooting in the gym. I'm with you when you was a kid to college. No, I'm saying I'm with you through your whole journey. So
First of all, you're assuming that, but go ahead. I'm
feeling that excitement, and we just cleared the first round of these playoffs. So I think for me, that's what I'm feeling, and I'm with them in the moment. It felt like I just did it.
But
so
it's like
even sometimes you get caught up.
It's like when these parents be at AAU, like Barkley says, and they screaming at the refs, they trying to relive their own lives through their children.
Could be.
Could be.
Or you could just be super proud and excited that you got this moment.
Well, keep that comment. She A said they ban people all the time, don't they? Yes. Ryan Clark's comment was they should ban him for life from any of the Pacer games.
I wouldn't say
He didn't touch him. Giannis gave him the headbutt. Like
Giannis was at work. Giannis was at work.
No, but fans going to court. Fans, the game is over. You're celebrating. You're courtside. I'm putting up.
Fans don't go to court. Fans don't. Only certain people go to court.
Well, and that's why that punishment of all right, maybe he shouldn't be on court for the next couple of games, but to say ban forever, no.
Yeah, I'd ban him forever. I'd ban him forever.
You headbutted me.
You stepped on.
Where's your self-control as the professional athlete? I'm putting this paper in your hands. I'm saying, we won.
He had tons of self-control. Trust me. He showed incredible restraint.
No, when you walk up somebody and you give them a headbutt, the narrative changes. I think Giannis
field should be just for players. Someone is going to get shanked on live TV again. Watch. He stepped on the court. He created. There's nothing about.
It's the first round, dude. It's not like they made it go to.
And like Giannis
and number one. Go ahead.
Giannis didn't even know who he was. He didn't know he was.
Exactly.
Good morning.
You froze up a little bit. Kamar, say it again.
Oh, Giannis didn't even know who he was. He didn't know that was Halliburton's dad. He thought he was just some regular fan. And fans will attack folks sometimes. So, like Charles said, he would have punched him right in his face.
I'd ban him at minimum. I ban him for a year. At minimum.
Ridiculous.
How is it ridiculous? Jay, he stepped on a court and almost created.
Wasn't he already courtside?
Dog, you're not allowed to step on the court.
Yeah,
courtside doesn't mean you
was like 2 inches away from the court. Like
you're not allowed to step to an NBA player and get on the court. Let the Rebels
for
say
Jay Black logic
was in the moment that it's that's all.
Sorry.
Let the Rebel said father was in the moment that's all. I don't give a fuck if he was in the moment.
No, I didn't say he was in the moment. I said he's trying to relive his life through his child. Just to be clear.
Oh no, correction. Like the Rebel said, Financial Rebel, like the Rebel said, his father was in the moment. That's it, that's all. I don't care about him being in the moment. You don't get to step to somebody and talk shit.
You have to have self-control at all times.
You get banned for the year.
Living vicariously through your child.
Thank you, LaShawn. That's the better way to say it.
When my boy at field day made the shot, I was excited. Like, it felt like I made it. So I can see how parents get caught up with your kid in those
But you
moments.
just said it, Jay. It felt like I made it. So you said it perfectly. Living vicariously through your children. That's selfish.
No, you're happy for your child. And I can get, it's like little mama got hyped up. Sometimes in a moment, you
Don't do
just,
that, Jay.
no, well, all right, maybe not little mama jumping on MTV stage but I'm just saying that you get caught up in the moment sometimes.
That getting caught up in a moment doesn't excuse the fact that he should be banned for a minimum of a year. You can't step to the
for parents. Is that the standards for?
I don't know what the standard is, but somebody just brought up a tennis player got stabbed by a fan who came on the court. That's the actual fact. Monica Seles. So this is like the court.
That's what Billy was saying. Okay, Miss Edie, I'm sorry.
So this is like the court is his business office, and he overstepped the boundaries. Let someone walk in your studio and hit
Tyrese Allen.
He didn't hit him. He got in his face. I can see the rest of the season.
The rest of the season is over. It's just a no. You don't do the rest of the season.
He got at least 4 more games.
Dog, you don't do the rest of the season for something like that. You do the entire year. You violated the whole court. And then you tried to violate an opposing athlete on the court. It's like when little mama got hyped and ran on stage and Jay acted up. Yeah.
See? I wasn't the only one that's thinking that. See? Yeah.
Jay just ignored her, but yeah.
That career ain't get ignored after that.
She did.
Trust me. She wished she could have got banned for just a year. Listen, I'm that track mom, but I'm not running on the track to talk smack. It's ridiculous.
Right. It's one thing to be excited. It's another thing to switch roles and then get on the field to play.
Let me tell you something. A real dad would have went up to Giannis and shook his hand and said, "Yo, I admire everything you've done," and been like, "Yo, good luck with everything." Little mama's career was over. Yep, absolutely. That was banishment for life. They sat her in the room with Carrie Hilson.
And Carrie Hilson's mad talented.
And they sat her down, which I didn't agree with. But
Little mama was a judge on something, right? America's Got Talent or something. She was doing stuff after that.
Yeah, she went from 10 years later.
No, but I do get the emotions of a game as a parent. I
don't get that. I don't give that excuse emotions of a game. First of all, it's a game. Number two, who the hell are you to allow your emotions to step to one of the megastars in the NBA who did nothing to you?
But as a dad, right? Your son's making $42 million a year. Your priorities are not in order.
Yeah,
absolutely not in order.
You're messing up the bag, dog. You're messing up the bag.
Messing up the church's money. I always say, don't mess up the church's money.
Facts on facts. I think the son bailed in life. I think the son bailed his dad out in life. Ms. Parker, I'm that parent too. It's just extreme emotional intelligence and regulation. Regulation is lacking. Obviously,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Where there's regulations in his next story, there's a lack of regulation.
Wait a minute. I do have something to say though, real quick. I was having a conversation with my son yesterday, and we were talking about crashing out. And I'm like, why do we glorify crashing out? I mean, his pop just crashed out. We need to shun this, in my opinion. But
Jay does it at the end of the show every day. He does it at the end of the show every day.
No, because people like real emotions. If we being honest, we do like to see the real.
We like
emotions.
ignorant emotions.
No, not necessarily
we like
ignorant, just real.
Emotions.
We don't want always a standard corporate.
It's ignorant. It's ignorant emotions that get the likes and views when people.
So why you laugh and smile when it happens? You're like, oh, yo, that was real. Like, and then well, he probably shouldn't have did that. But your first reaction is, yo, my man, wild and yo, good time.
Because it was ignorant.
No, because you enjoyed it.
No, because I'm baffled by the ignorance, and you got to laugh. Got to say, oh my goodness, where I couldn't jump in the ring after my son.
Laughing to stop you from crying.
I mean, but that's always been our thing to try and take a negative and it flips into a positive. That's something that we do it all the time. But the crash out is something that should be looked down upon. Crash out. I just like the term. I actually like the term. I promote emotional intelligence. I don't like the action, but I'm a real big person on words and phrases, and crashing out is a very good description.
And we promote it, like we encourage it.
Yes, she said on reality shows. You like your Zeus Network, your baddies, Mike. You be watching.
No. You be watching.
mean,
That's the
listen,
last time you're gonna bring me into this. Now, I never watch any of those reality shows ever.
I mean, but that's why people like Trump, because you're fired. I mean, he's crashing out essentially, but you're fired. His whole career, has been a crash out, but he's been able to rebrand that. People love it.
I mean, ignorance is promoted at the highest level. I mean, we've always loved it. We love watching it, and we love misinterpreting it, because then we'll use crash out when somebody's standing up for somebody, and then somebody will use the term incorrectly and say that person's crashing out, even though they're trying to defend something that's right. It gets into it, but I'm into the phrase. Like, I'm into the action. I'm not into the action. I like no cap. I like when the young people say no cap. I like that. I like that you're saying this is all cap, or stop capping. I'm very into the linguistic part of language. I like stuff like that. I like when kids say mid. Mid to me is exactly what it is.
Drive me crazy.
It's mid. But it's perfectly.
It is perfect. But my son used to say. So my son used to say it a lot. I didn't know what the hell it meant, and then I got it. I guess it's because I'm old.
And what's this word, mid?
Mid. That just means it's okay. Everything's mid.
Oh,
that's mid. Okay. That's mid. It's so. It's mid. Yeah. I like the terminology, not the behavior. Got you. Yes, I just like the terminology. I'm big on. I like the way phrases. Dead ass. Like, I like dead ass. I like dead ass. I don't even know if it really makes any sense.
I got you, Miss Clark. I was with you. I didn't know either at first, but it makes sense. You mean it?
Like, there's certain terms that I think are colorful that I think I don't like using them. I watch myself. I like when people say on God. On God is the ultimate exclamation point on something. I just don't like it when you use it on something that God definitely would not want it to be used. But I get it. We are built on catchy. I like people like, I don't even want to get into it. But if you're talking about sex and what you did to her and be like on God, you probably shouldn't say refer to mediocre. Yes, LaShawn, yeah. I like sus. Instead of saying pause, you can't say it's sus.
Well, sus can go a couple ways too, though. But yeah.
Well, everything can go a couple of ways. Pause ain't always about referring to something not being gay. There's a lot of pause.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I say pause to women because I don't want it to be taken sexually.
There's a pause, and then you got maybe some subs real low, possibly. But
subs.
Yeah, pause.
That's the kid word. Subs. I like that. I appreciate from a person who came from Word is Born, dope, saying bye, saying one.
Still Rock got one for you, Mike.
What do you got?
Jive
Sucker.
No. That ain't it.
What's up,
that ain't it. Still Rock. 90? What are we doing? Were you an original character? Were you an original character in Sinners? Like, what are we doing?
Oh God.
LaShawn, I also thought mediocre. Yeah, well, you can use it. That's what mediocre. Mike say a sentence using no cap, dead ass and mid.
A whole sentence.
A whole sentence. I think that what's his name's father should be banned for life from going to games. No cap, because he was dead ass wrong, and that behavior was mid.
Ain't flow, but I got it. Which is,
I mean, I use dead ass and mid all the time.
I was digging what you was putting down.
No. Somebody said that I was digging what you was putting down. I didn't even get into how Shaft popped up in the comments. In Harlem, pause is pause for only one thing. In Harlem, but every word evolves. Every word evolves. It's not a gay thing. Sometimes you say it to somebody, if you're talking to a woman and you want to say pause because you don't want her to think what you said was a sexual term towards her. You can't control a word. A word evolves. It just does.
It could be pause, Mike, pause. Because I got this other and then go into something else. It could be a pause like that, right?
It could be a pause, or I can say something that I just don't want a woman, especially at work, to think that I meant that in a sexual way.
Not job sucker.
It is an immature. Let's be clear. Pause is probably one of the most immature terms, and I still use it. It's probably one of the most juvenile terms. If you're talking to another heterosexual man, you should never have to use the word pause. But I get it. I use it all the time. But I get
Even
it's immature.
around YTs in the corporate settings, you
I
don't do
say
it.
it, the YTs at the job say it now. The YTs at the older. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let y'all know I'm gonna get this clip and I'm gonna use it on my show. So don't hit me with any trademark infringement. My co-host Jimmy uses pause incessantly.
Miss Edie, I know Harlem, you want to keep that word, but once you make it pop, once Dame Dash started saying it outside of Harlem, it's over.
Miss Edie's from the Bronx, so she has that special love for NYC.
And I get it, Miss Edie. That's why it took so long for me to accept that hip hop wasn't ours a long time ago. I get it. I have that passion, that ownership. I understand.
Good morning, BC.
BC is in the building. All right, so we have a quick clip. This is close to Jay Black's heart. And this is what I call tipping wars.
Oh, Lord.
This happened at a restaurant where somebody didn't tip, and the person came out the restaurant to follow him. And a confrontation happened. It went viral, and things went totally out of control. It got bigger than life.
Over tipping lands an Evanston restaurant owner in some hot water. Now he's sitting down with our Sarah Maki to say he takes full responsibility. He's sorry, and his door's open to the other person involved.
Hey, bro, what do you want, bro? What do you want? I paid for my food.
Evanston restaurant owner Kenny Cho says he takes full responsibility for his actions in this video, taken Saturday afternoon, telling us he followed a regular into the street, intending to tell him never to come back after leaving without tipping again.
You go tell them, I paid for my food. I handed you $20. You can't charge me more than what the menu say. So what are you talking about?
But the tensions escalated, the men yelling at each other for several minutes as the customer walked away from the business.
Have you watched the video?
Yes.
And when you watched it, what did you see there?
Ashamed. I was just ashamed, bringing shame to my wife as a husband, as an owner, at the same time, to my mom and dad.
The video ignited a debate online about tipping and led some people to leave messages on the sidewalk in shock, calling the business Table to Sticks anti-black.
Table to Sticks, how can I help you? I'm sorry?
Let me order some food, stupid.
The backlash has forced them to stop taking calls, deactivate their social media, while Yelp has paused any new reviews.
Bro, you about to blow up on social media, bro.
When asked why he didn't tip, the customer told people online, "Oh, I just didn't want to." Cho tells us the customer's brother has since come in, describing their conversation as productive.
I apologized to him and to his family, and I was asking if he can pass this message along to his little brother.
Adding he sent the brother home with the customer's favorite order, a handwritten apology and an offer.
My door's open for you, man. Come on by anytime.
From Evanston, Sarah Maki, CBS News, Chicago.
Sarah, thank you. And
he sent him home with his favorite meal. He wrote him a handwritten letter saying, "My bad, I'm sorry."
When crash outs go wrong.
No cap. He's dead ass wrong, right, Mike?
Yeah, but what do you? If you get the apology, are you good after that? If it's a place that
He's
you go
not
to all the time?
apologizing because he's sincere. He's apologizing because they can't answer their phone calls. Their reviews are bad. He knows he's dead ass wrong. Come on. That's the reason why he apologized.
So you got the apology, you got a free meal. Is it bygones be bygones, or we gonna protest the place now?
I wouldn't go there if that was my neighborhood spot. No, that's too much because I will be next. It's him today, it'll be me tomorrow. No, I'm good on that. You can't follow somebody out in the street because they didn't tip. What kind of BS is that? What was your service like? Was your service over the top that deserved it? Or was it mediocre? Were you mid? Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? I'm getting them all in. Come on, I'm getting them in. Yeah. So what are we doing?
Pause.
Tip culture is crazy. What Champ say?
I don't know. Stop doing business with people who don't like you.
What's up, Champ?
I think they did like each other. I just think he must have been used to getting a tip, and he was like, "Dog, you're not gonna tip me."
Regularly,
No, so listen, I tell kids all the time though, an apology doesn't fix your wrongdoing. You got to think about what you do first.
He sent him food. He got a whole platter of his favorite meal. Like, God damn. He
So
gave
he
me the
sent him some
barbecue
chicken.
spare ribs.
He sent some chicken and some spare ribs to the black man, and it's supposed to be all good.
But he got the
I mean,
egg.
he
But he
should-
got the egg roll. Stop hating on the barbecue spare ribs. They're not ribs, but they.
Listen, if he would have sent some watermelon, it would have been really all good, right?
He sent his favorite, what he normally orders.
you
So
know
that
what?
means he's a regular.
And catch on to that. He said he was a regular. He knows his favorite. That means long-term money. Didn't mean this man has been coming supporting your business for a long time because he didn't tip you today. That doesn't make a damn bit of business sense at all.
No, it doesn't. These restaurants need to invest in hospitality and customer service training. I have no sympathy for them. But if this is a spot,
on God.
I used to go to this place. We used to go to this place called the Comfort Inn. We used to go to this bar. At the Comfort Inn, we spent tons. We used to bring so many people to the bar. It was absolutely obnoxious. We didn't know how much money we were making them. So one day, but we never paid for parking because they knew how much money they were paying. We were making them at the bar.
Money stacks.
So one day, a front desk worker decided that they were going to make us pay. Then the parking attendant had to catch the hell of Jay Black doing something very disrespectful. Then after he did it disrespectfully, we stopped going. We actually made a protest. We stopped going. They lost so much money that Karen, her name was really Karen, one of our favorite bartenders, Karen, called me and said, "Can you please come back?" They fired the front desk lady because they saw the drop in the money at the bar. And what did we do, Jay Black? What did we do?
We went back.
Exactly.
We went back.
We went back.
Oh, they fired. Oh, the problem is gone. All right.
We went back.
They took action. The
And if
owner
they-
was getting fired.
You can't fire the owner in this situation.
You ain't firing the owner.
As long as you pay for your food, tips are gratuity, not mandatory. Sometimes people just don't have it, or they're not obligated.
it could have been a bad
Restaurant
time for
owners
them, man.
need to pay a higher base salary. So, and this is the nutshell of what America's based on. We're arguing with each other over something we should never argue about. The standard money that these servers get paid should be more, but we ain't got no control over that. They said that was a 17-year-old boy who was trying to fight. It was more than just once, wasn't it? I have no idea. All I know
matter.
is
He don't have to tip every time he go there. If I'm going there every day and spending $20, be glad I'm, like you said, the menu price said this. I gave you the menu price and I leave. Like what more?
Let's not act like there's no profit in what the owner is making.
But it's not for the owner. It's for the person who's actually serving you. Same as the dude who called the
It's a
door
Chinese
executive.
store. So what, they got fine dining experience now?
And an apology does not excuse your behavior. First of all, we don't even know. What if this dude, being a regular customer, always gets extras? They always throw in extras for him. What if they always throw in extras? They're like, all right, take that. He said, can I get one of the egg rolls? Yeah. Take the egg roll. You already know. We know you're here every day. You got to pay for you got to pay for the favors.
Nah.
Yeah, we always tip Karen. Karen always got a tip because we knew our shots were going to be a little extra than what they should be.
And that's the difference because we want to make sure that next round is going to be nice and hefty as well. So yeah, so that's the difference with a bartender. You're tipping because you know the next shots are coming. But just because you gave me extra egg rolls or this on the side, you're trying to get a nice tip. But if I don't have it, nor do I want to give it, I'm not obligated.
Stop saying he didn't have it. You know he had it. You know he had it. Stop saying he didn't have it.
We don't know.
Yes, you do. Yes,
we
you
don't know.
Yes, you know he had it.
Where did I leave off at on these comments? Or got that.
Oh, that video got 1.2 million views on X.
So he got if he didn't have it, he got it now. Can I get TP said, can I get body lotion for every kid? I said they are too much. You got to do what?
I think he's trying to get the donations for the kids in Africa. I think that's what he's talking about.
I tip every time or don't go to the business. I used to work in service and appreciate I tip every time.
That's it. Or I don't go. So you shouldn't have the luxury. You want to have some food to go out and eat. You got enough to eat. You should be able to go sit down. Even if you do to go nowadays, they want a tip just for bagging up your food and the to go. Like, come on.
I only tip.
Out of control.
I only tip the servers. I tip servers all the time. I've gone back. I've forgotten, and I've driven back and tipped the server.
Or I might tip you $1.
Some of these workers still are making too. Yeah, my daughters have seen me go back, and then one time I forgot. I went back and I asked because we got the same ratios. I said, "Did I tip you the last time?" And she said no, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take care of you now. Once you treat me like that, I'm not wanted. I'm not going back." That man was the owner too. Afro Queen, we went back.
I'm not. Well, with the owner and all that. We wasn't followed down the street. Tell me, yo, give me some money.
Oh, I had been followed down the street by that lady before, thinking I was trying to move. I was walking somebody to the car. Tipping is an American thing because America treats service workers like trash. How you get mad at me because your employer don't want to pay you a fair wage? Jay Black.
He is the employer, though. He is the employer. He's the owner.
Jay Black really don't like reading. He didn't even want Mike to fully read the comments.
No, I got the point of it. We was like, next, come on. We got. Well, I saw it. Shut up, Ash.
I tip based on my level of satisfaction. I tip based on the level of satisfaction with the service. Right. The lady Q is jaded because she's with Jay Black, and Jay Black puts these motherfuckers through fucking torture when he's serving.
No, the service has to be there.
If I was a server, if I saw him walk in, I wouldn't even. I'd be like, no, I'm not. Don't put him in my.
Just be nice, just be friendly, just be attentive. I shouldn't be waiting this long for this. If you really want a nice tip, you need to be on your job.
What's a nice tip on $50? What's a nice tip on $50?
It depends on the level. It depends on how level of service.
You got excellent service. What's a nice tip on $50? What you putting?
If you over the top and you nice and you attentive, you
got to be over the top.
I'm trying to. If you just
now
doing
you got to
the bare
jump for the
minimum,
free throw line.
No, just doing the bare minimum is the bare minimum.
What's the bare minimum? What's the
bare minimum is you taking my order, you coming back, you dropping off the drinks, then you coming back, dropping off the food and forgetting the straw or the napkin, whatever. Like the bare minimum.
No. Bare minimum is nothing was forgotten. Nothing was forgotten. Nothing.
That's the bare minimum.
How's that the bare minimum if he gave you everything you wanted?
It's the bare minimum.
How? If he gave you everything you wanted?
No, he gave me everything that I requested.
Yes.
And that's the bare minimum.
So
I'm just being honest.
The job. What else do you want them? You want them to perform 5 minutes of stand up? What do you want?
No. It's a simple, a friendly gesture. Not even a conversation because I don't like all that conversation. But
that might deduct from the tip. I'm telling you,
don't be
extra.
Don't be Joe. Don't do too much. Just it's just a vibe. It's the energy I pick up and like, okay, I like this person. All right, they coming by. Hey, you good? You need I just know
So if you got everything you needed, that's the bare minimum. So what would be the tip on, let's say, $60 on a tab? He gave you got everything you needed.
I usually say, Lady Q, what's 15%? Or sometimes I say, well, I know 10% of it. That's easy. What's 15% of that? What should we do? 20%? This is 10%? Like, I'm just gonna make it even numbers. Is this too cheap? I usually throw it to her, like, yo, is this good? So
I'm asking you, just give me a dollar figure. Don't worry about what
off of 60, and the service was bare minimum.
The bare minimum means you got.
You might get $5. You might get $5. And I don't know. You might get $5.
Kamar, you got everything you needed from a service.
Bare minimum, I'll leave
$5 on 50.
You leave $5 on 50?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's fine. I ain't gonna do the $2 because the money
and the cashier.
So my formula is.
Go ahead.
My formula is when I tip and I get good service, I just usually do 2 or 3 times the first number in the bill.
2 or 3 times the first.
So if it's 50, 2 times 5 is 10. If it's 60, 2 times 6 is 12. So
I'm waiting.
Yeah, what is the first numbers of 1?
So 2 times 1 is 2.
Yeah, but
That's 2.
But what if the bill is $150? $150.
Okay, it's $30.
But you said you just times 2 by the first.
Right,
okay,
so it's just 20%. That's all.
Right. So I don't add.
So for that, so $150, I would do $20.
I don't ask for much. Just don't have me waiting forever for a refill, and I shouldn't have to get up and find my own salt.
Facts.
Okay, well, I said you got everything. Mike said what? I said you got everything.
Mike still
Why
want to
you-
give you $100. He want to leave you $100 tip regardless.
No, I leave people. If you do your job and I'm good I'm good, and I don't mean rich. I mean I'm good. Everything's good. I might leave $15.
Even Bakar over in Africa, he said, look, he ain't even coming back if something ain't right.
If I
Africa, they said we ain't got to
customer service,
tolerate
I
that.
won't do business in your place again. Yeah, you won't do business. But that's not what we were saying. We were saying it. What Jay thinks is the bare minimum. I said if he got everything he needed, and he said that's the bare minimum. How if you got everything you needed? But then he said, well, I need this, I need that, but don't do too much.
I do. I look for a little. I look for a little personality, a little friendly, little something other than the bare. Like just, I don't know. I something that's going to make me want to look out for you a little extra. It do. It's just what it is. This is why.
Sometimes I tip them off because I knew it looked like the server was going through something. I said, yeah, you going through something.
Yeah, and gratuity, you're gonna lose business if a lot of them do it, but they do it for like over parties of 6 or more like that.
And
right?
most of the places add gratuity now.
Yeah. And then people still leave a tip. They put the tip line that says gratuity, but you think, wait, you want me to double dip? Nah.
I asked the server, how do y'all split up your tips? And I say, if I give you the tip via my debit card, does it get split heavier? Or if I give it to you in cash, would that be better? Most of them say, I can't say. Then I say, oh, that means cash. I got you. I tip on every services, including Uber, but you can't force me. It's about the principle smoking. Yeah,
Correct.
champ.
Correct.
So even if the car got the cigarette smoke in your Uber and your head is hurting now, you still giving that, man, y'all bugging. As soon as the smell of an Uber ain't right or the temperature, and I had to tell you, and you still when the
Do you see what we're working with here? Did you ask him to change the temperature?
I guess 100%. Yo, my man, it's a little cold back here. Playboy.
He's always been like that though. So
Playboy, speak your mind. And if something, man, but the
He's
smell.
an asshole. I love him, but he's my man. He's an asshole. This is my brother, but he's an asshole. That's what he is.
Gotta call it for what it is.
Correction. Minimum tip for me is 10%, meaning I'll never tip somebody no matter how unsatisfied. I'll never not tip somebody no matter. There you go. And this is why he had to marry Lady Q. This is because he would have been out of control.
Still, no, you know. And then we go back. I'm like, no. No, still should do.
Ash says I was a server at Applebee's back in the day.
Okay.
Cocktail server at Harris Casino. Oh, Harris Casino.
Funny.
Oh, I might have crossed paths. I made money because of my personality and my ability to remember the people who came in often. Yes.
Personality matters.
Just don't do too much. Don't get too familiar. Stacey, there's $50. You get 10.
Damn. Okay, Stacey.
I'm not giving a tip for the bare minimum. But what is the bare minimum? The bare minimum in Jay Black saying his bare minimum is he got everything he needs.
You just dropped it off and that's it.
What did you want?
You wasn't attentive to that refill.
He wanted you to cut your steak. You want him to cut it?
No. Them bottomless fries ran out when I was at Red Robin's, and I'm looking around. It's bottomless. You trying to stall me out, Debo? Like where's my? Come on. Like you supposed to be walking by noticing that my cup, that strawberry lemonade is empty. Like where's that attentive service? That gets you that. Oh, you on? Oh man, you bringing me another one? I wasn't even always.
And what if the place what if the place is incredibly busy, and he's running from him or her is running from table to table?
You do give some grace in some aspects, but there's also a level of common sense and logic too that you gotta keep in mind. With I see it's busy, but you still walk by me and didn't even look. Like I gotta try. I'm flagging you down. I'm getting up going to other people. Yo, you got a straw? He ain't drop a straw. Like, come on, like, dog. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just not. Where was I at on these comments? Sorry, y'all.
Okay, the real question is why is there a tip jar somewhere?
Subway.
I can't explain.
There's a tip jar everywhere. Dunkin' Donut got a tip jar too. I saw Dunkin' Donut, so they all got their little tip jars.
We got a tip jar at our spot. I've never asked for a tip.
At the UPS store?
Yeah.
Dropping a package off?
And I'm telling you, if you know what I know.
would tip you. I would tip you.
If you know what I know.
I use
label.
So I use a UPS store for my business. And a lot of times they know my box number before and what I need before I get in there. Thank you for that, Mike. I'm gonna leave him a tip today next time I go in.
Appreciate you. And we want to split it up during the holidays. But if your job depends on anything you're receiving from UPS, or if you're selling product and you want us to package the product and
you want it right,
and you want that bubble wrap and that cardboard divider, if it's glass, between the glass and the actual box, and you want those peanuts in the box, and you want all that, I would advise that when you see a tip jar,
handle with care.
that you put that in, especially if you know that they got to load that into a UPS truck and it's already going to go through a rough trip. Let me tell you something. You can put all the fragile stickers you want. If you are sending something, for example, to Nashville, Tennessee, it's going to be a rough trip. It's going to get tossed in the UPS truck, tossed to the hub, then it's going to get tossed on another truck, then it's going to get tossed on an airplane or whatever to get to your destination. If you want to remove one toss, I'm just saying, because I know this, like Financial Rebel said,
they tipped. Be nice. They tipped.
No, because you know these people. You see them coming in. You know this is their. So you're like, oh, this is going. This is my man. He's selling this stuff. I also never did on the taxed amount. Bring me the item. Oh wow.
She want the itemized. She break that down. K-Day said.
Oh my.
She want the itemized.
Oh my God. Put K-Days. Put her shit.
I wonder if I'm like
that's your fault. Don't rush my creativity because you want to be lacking.
I'm late on all these comments.
I also never tip on the taxed amount.
Damn, that's right.
Bring me the itemized so I can see the subtotal. Don't force me to over tip.
That's deep. If you think about it, why am I paying higher on the taxes? Let's focus on the subtotal. I never even thought about it to that degree either. Kay.
This is not me, Kay. This is not me. This is one of the service people who must have got in our comments.
Girl, shut the up.
Somebody got in our comments. Not tipping at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I some of this stuff tipping is.
Listen, but if you go to Dunkin' Donuts to order and get it right, I will tip them. If I get in an Uber or Lyft and their car is dirty, not only am I complaining, I'm not tipping, because why is your car not in condition to drive people around? I just feel that anyone who provides a service to me deserves a tip. I just got my first tip on an invoice for a customer order. I was shocked. Oh, well, all right.
I didn't know that. That's dope.
Look at that.
Must be.
There you go. If you can't accommodate your passengers, you don't need to be Ubering. LC, exactly. If I don't have enough to tip, I won't go to sit down at a restaurant. Facts on facts, Sean. Speak on it. Let them know. I've been to Red Robin twice, and I love my bottomless fries. I love Red Robin. There's a hamburger with a fried egg that's in it that is so good. They charged me $1.05 for a black and white label last week. Yeah, it's $1. We don't charge for the label, but if you want to print the label out, UPS, they're going to charge you $3.38 for the service. If it's busy, keep your customer informed about the wait times and check in. That's usually all people want to know what's going on. Yeah, it's crazy. Exactly. But isn't that a part of your roles and responsibilities? Why do I have to tip at UPS? UPS ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. It don't make no damn sense.
Then don't.
The UPS store. All right, have a good day, Asha.
Mike, so tip for you to no. I'm telling you, if your job is to get things, if you want to get yourself, I can bubble wrap it for you. I can do everything you need. But I don't have to tell the UPS driver, yo, can you do me a favor? Can you put this over there so it don't got to be lumped up so you ain't got to do another toss? But y'all do what y'all want. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. I do my job. If you can afford the food, you should be able to sit down and eat. The industry needs to be shamed into paying for a fair wage instead of shaming the customers who can't afford to supplement the wages paid. I said that earlier. I agree with you 100%. They looked at us so crazy trying to tip in Iceland. The history of tipping is eye-opening. Wow.
But they do offset the businesses. If somebody make $2 or $3 an hour and they don't make their tips, they offset it with the minimum wage and cover that difference. So if the minimum wage is $15 in Jersey or $7.25 in PA, they give you that difference in between to offset that.
They don't. A lot of times they don't.
Well, a lot of them do, though. A lot of them do.
A lot of them don't.
Tipping is based in racism. Shocking. I know. I tip at Dunkin' and Rita's. I even tipped the gas station attendant when I have. You know what's
How
funny?
you do that? How do you tip the gas station attendant? There's no tip jar.
You just give them the money directly.
Really?
They in Jersey, they pump their gas for them, so you just give them.
You know what's crazy?
I didn't know that.
The person at the Dunkin' Donuts at the register wants a tip. The person at the Starbucks wants a tip. In Jersey, when it's freezing cold outside and somebody is,
I would give him a tip or her a tip. Yep.
I just thought about that. They really deserve the tip.
They do.
Cash App Fridays. Is it a gratitude? Is it gratitude? I guess. Oh, thank you.
Lady
I
Q
guess.
holding up.
Listen to J Black, Lady Q. I ain't know that. Yeah, I ain't know you got a tip.
Tip on the wall. I ain't know that.
I ain't know you got a tip.
See that?
But did you know there is tipping etiquette? You're not required to tip the owner of an establishment. Okay, this got really. That's why they're firing 24,000 UPS employees. Nobody wants to work. No, that's not why they're firing 24,000.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with them not wanting to work. It has to do with what they know what's about to come with these tariffs and how it's about to affect the shipping industry. That's why. And they did this to them after they renegotiated. The union renegotiated a strong contract for them. And now you're gonna tell me they may not need as many? Man, listen. There's problems in the world. All right, let's get to this. So I got sent this clip. Financial Rebel sent me this clip.
Wait a minute, Mike. Let me do something real quick. I'm sorry to step on you.
Yeah, this is like
Listen,
the third
y'all
song,
do.
but go ahead.
I'm sorry. But listen, y'all need to tip Mike and Jay. Mike, they only have 500 or so subs. Can y'all share this out? That's the tip of the day. Share it out to let's build up this platform and get more subs over here, y'all.
Well, I know that's what you were gonna do. Wait a second.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends on YouTube.
Hey, do that again. Hey, take some time. Take your time with that. Don't rush that. Do that again.
And also hit the like button, y'all, because the like y'all be good quality program, and the algorithm will then share it out to other people like y'all. So tip Mike and Jay today.
Hey.
All right, back to the ratchetness.
No, from here on out, get to stepping. That's what I'm talking about.
YouTube. You can see all this.
Kamari actually sent me this. It said, I request that this video get put. And I was like, I thought it was because I was about to.
I strongly request.
I have a dope Michelle Obama, which y'all be shot. I have a dope Michelle Obama.
Oh, you support Michelle Obama? Let's go. Finally.
No, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm supporting her because I didn't go to the podcast. I just got the clip off Instagram. Not that I don't want to. Now that I'm seeing these guests, I'm like, oh, this is I like this. So I was looking. I had a Michelle Obama clip. So as I'm watching the Michelle Obama clip, I get a text message. That's crazy how this world works. I literally get a text message from Financial Rebel. Mike got to what was that? Mike got to stop cursing and carrying on so early in the show, though he probably show banned. Well, the fuck you want me to do?
No, keep going. So Michelle Obama.
So I'm looking at this clip and I'm about to actually screen record. Well, then Financial Rebel sends me a clip and says, I strongly request. And I was like, strongly request? I said, what? Does he what? It's a Michelle Obama clip. I said, that's crazy. So anyway, watch the clip. It's a funny clip. But then we have some stuff we want to share after. We have some stuff we're going to share after this. Here's the clip right here.
When I got I would get my sisters.
Yeah.
My sisters was vicious. Devon. Devon, one time this kid, Baldy Joe, was beating me up, and he was like a 16-year-old kid, and my sister had cornrows. She was about 250 pounds. She said, come here. And she grabbed him by his arms like this, and she said, Marlon, punch him in the face. I was like, Devon, he gonna beat me. She said, if you don't punch him, I'm gonna punch you. I was like, bow. And, you know, my sisters always had my back in that room.
I didn't get my brother because I saw Keenan get beat up.
like badly. Like so, Keenan used to walk around in kung fu slippers. Like he watched.
He was
went through
just
this
a
Bruce
target.
Lee, Jim Kelly phase, and he loved. He had nunchucks. He would have like, and he was really good. He would kick the ceiling, and then one day he got into a fight with this dude, Bobby Boyd, in the building, in the lobby of the building, and Keenan, you know, everybody's like, oh, snap, because he was going to do the karate. Oh, and then Keenan went to take off his shirt.
Oh, man.
And the dude snatched him with his shirt up over his head and just pummeled him. And like, Keenan was on the floor.
Oh, no.
And there was like blood seeping through his shirt. And I'm like, get up, Keenan, use your nunchucks.
Get up. You can do it.
You can do it.
Untangle your arms from your shirt. Oh, no.
This guy you looked up.
Don't get Keenan.
If you do, make sure you take his shirt off upstairs.
Really? It's like, oh, man, that Bruce Lee didn't warn him about that. Don't lock yourself up in your shirt. You know? Oh, man.
Bruce Lee didn't wear pullovers.
I didn't go get my brothers.
I enjoyed the clip.
Enjoy? Just
No. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the clip
immensely.
No, I enjoyed it. Listen, let me piss y'all off real quick. Let me piss y'all off real quick. Michelle, stop trying to add to the joke. Just laugh.
Don't
Obama
couldn't do that.
Obama definitely could have. Don't add to the joke, Craig. Just let it go. Obama's hilarious. I saw Obama do 20 minutes on Donald Trump that was absolutely spectacular. But we're not getting into that. I just wanted to piss y'all off for a second. So afterwards, I'm like, oh, let me screen record. Let me put this to the show. And then Jay, I realized Jay has really Lady Q has done something. Jay, first of all, shared a story that changed his life, a pivotal story in his life that he shared.
Can I say something real quick?
God damn it. Come on. What?
I was there. I just want to say I'm not.
I'm going to get to the story. I promise.
I want to I don't want Jay to share the story, even though I know he is. But go ahead. So
I was shocked that Jay shared again in this group chat.
It was just us two, though.
And all of a sudden I was like, well, I said, wait a second. Are you going to share this on the show? He said, absolutely. So Jay, Financial Rebel was there. Explain to us what you shared on the group chat.
No, because he was Keenan. Damon Wayne was talking about the fight in Keenan, and with the pulling of the shirt down and Bruce Lee and all that stuff. And I said to Kamari, "You remember? Because me and Kamari went to school together."
No names. No names.
It don't matter. His first name don't matter. I said, Kamari, you remember that time I fought Leon, the Leon fight?
Leon.
It was Leon. See, I was known to be a fighter. And Leon was one of the guys that, like, I don't care who he beat up before. He wanted to smoke. And something happened and he got husky and we was about to go fight. And he went to take his shirt off in the middle of us about to fight. And I remember I grabbed the same thing. He grabbed the shirt and I went in. And the reason why this fight always stood out to me, because my mom, I remember she was so mad at me because I beat Leon so bad. The blood vessels in his eyes were all red. His whole eyes were just jacked up because I caught him. You taking your shirt off? You don't do that in no fight.
Why you cheat?
That's not cheating. We fighting and you saying, what's up? Let's go. And we ready to get it in. And you gonna think I'm supposed to stand there and wait for you to be no. But my mom was so mad. I gotta pay this boy doctor bills. The school got me up here. My mom was so mad at me for so long. Did you see his face? I said, it was a fight. What am I supposed to do? Like we was supposed to fight. And I was like, Kamari, you remember that? Because it was middle school though, Mike. That was middle school. We was what, 12? I don't know how old he was.
So
let
me analyze this. Jay did that. He did that because he knew, not that he didn't think he was gonna win, but he knew it was about to be a fight for real. Because dude didn't fall into the scare tactics. So when he didn't fall into the scare tactics, Jay saw the opportunity and said, I'm gonna take this because there's a chance that I might lose this fight. Now,
I wasn't gonna lose. I knew I wasn't gonna lose. I knew I wasn't gonna lose. It was like I said.
If you knew you weren't gonna lose, you should have waited for him to take the shirt off. It would have been even better.
Talking about cheating.
It was cheating. Y'all were kids. That wasn't no thugged out gangster movie. That was cheating. This is a kid middle school. This is middle school. That was cheating. That's all it was. Come on. Now, as a witness, your recollection. You're like, we're in court.
So I'll say this. Jay did fight a lot. A whole lot.
I did.
We actually kind of all did a little bit. But Jay was also known for sneaking people.
No, I just swing first. No, it ain't sneaking.
No. So all right. So this is the difference between me and Jay, because he's not lying, right? I'm the guy who refused to fight, and I'm going to walk away. Jay's like, if there's any beef, he's swinging first.
Boop, boop. I got my 3
before it even get there. One time, matter of fact, Jay was going to beat me up. Him and our other friends were going to beat me up because they said I tried to talk to his girlfriend. Remember that, Jay?
No,
I remember. That's why he laughing. He remember that.
What girl? It was a girl.
He was fighting over hoes. He was fighting over hoes.
I ain't saying the right names.
He was fighting over Teresa.
So Jay did that a lot, and I do remember that fight. I didn't remember the shirt pull-off part, but I did remember Jay sneaking him. Or head first. Whatever way you call it.
If y'all ever about to be in a fight, don't wait for the other person. You need to get yours off. You see where it's going. You know what it is. Don't be just standing there and sitting up.
But Jay would also hit people unprovoked too. Unprovoked.
Stop, Kamari. What are we doing?
But Jay was a little bit of that's why I asked you not to tell a story. If we're gonna tell a story, we gotta tell a story.
No, I knew I was a problem back then. I knew it. But
and I'm telling you, that was him showing him respect, because he wouldn't have if he knew this was an easy win, he would have said, take the shirt off because I'm gonna beat your ass. He would have take the hoodie off. That's gonna make it even more interesting. So everybody, there'll be no talk on the streets that I snuck him. But he was like, nah, I'm gonna jump on this now. You a dummy, you a stupid dummy taking the shirt. You know my reputation. How you gonna take your shirt off when you know what I do? You know what I do. Wasn't a fight.
12 years old, man. He didn't know.
12.
No, he was 12.
He know now. He do know now, though.
Wait. Come on. He was 12. Then he was 14. Then he was 15. Then he was 16. Then he was 17. Then he was in handcuffs.
It stopped when we was in New York. That was the honestly.
And then he was 37.
No, he was beeping his horn too much.
I don't know what happened in New York. I don't know what happened in New York.
He was me and Mike. It was late night. Me and Mike was out, and this dude in the city of New York. We walking by, just crossing the street. He and doing all this extra. Like, what are we doing? We just walking by. We had the light. We had the right of way, and that escalated into a fight. But yeah, yeah. And I had to swing first, Mike, before he swung.
Because he drove away. We could have enjoyed the rest of a classic night.
No. Wait. Hold on. The guy was in the car, so you had the guy while he was in the car. The driver's.
All right, we move on.
See.
We move on.
No. Let's flashback. Let's flashback.
But I did want to say though. Michelle was great. Michelle was great on that.
Yeah, I just had a critique. Really, you gotta just don't add when a comedian is going. We don't need you to add jokes. Just let it go. Just laugh, because the more you laugh, the more. And this is not a critique of her. I'm telling you in general, when you're interviewing somebody, when they get to going and you start laughing, what you're instigating is they're going to go further. The more you laugh, the more the level up. But it was great. It was great. Now let me get back to the flashback. I ain't forget. I'm just giving tips. Y'all call it hate. Like I'm just giving tips to people. If you want to interview somebody after years of experience, I'm just giving tips. You take it if you want. If you want to try and outdo the comedian and add your funny to it, you do you. So we are in a legendary night. It's the laid back ones you got to watch out for. He don't get there often, but when he does, you gotta let it play out.
Let it play out.
All right. Well, we're at a legendary party. It's an after work party. The legendary Mr. C is actually one of the DJs. I get on the mic. I kill it. Envy gets on the turntables. He kills it. The place is popped off. It is about 11 o'clock at night. All I'm thinking, mind you, Kamari, it's popping so much, I ain't even drunk. Because I'm so caught up, I'm not even drunk. I'm waiting for the activities that are about to pop off after this, right? So we walk out the DJ booth. He's complaining to me. He says, I knew something was different when he said, why ain't you do the routine? He knows the routine, but I didn't want to take too much time on the routine because I wanted to let Envy do his thing. He said, why ain't you do this, this, and that? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he caught me so off guard. I was like, all I said was, I don't know. So as we're walking, the place, everything is done, right? We're walking through the crowd. The crowd is dispersing. Number one, he bumps into somebody as we're walking out the club, right? He bumps into somebody. And I look. Oh, what the fuck? Dude turns around. I do the peace. I put the hand up like, I don't know what that was, but I do the peace. So we walk outside. I'm like, something ain't right. But all I'm thinking is, we about to go to the next spot. Whatever's about to happen next, I'm about to grab me a drink. Matter of fact, I grabbed a drink. I grabbed a shot. I did grab a shot. I took it. We walked downstairs. We see some industry people. I don't know why Jay's in his industry dude's face. I don't know. I don't know why. But he's saying, yeah, we need to go do this. We need to go do that. Man, stop being a pussy. I was like, what the fuck what's going on? Like, what's wrong, right? We walk across the street. Jay is on my right. We walk across the street to the corner. When we walk across the street, all I hear is and I look, Jay standing in front of somebody's car like this.
What you gonna do? Beeping the horn at us for?
He's standing in front of the car. Now, Kamari, even if we had the light, we no longer have the light. You're in front. Right? So the dude speeds off, right? Jay yells in the car. He yells back. So I watch that. The guy drives off. I say, oh, cool. Typical New York confrontation. You yell. He yells. You keep driving. I didn't know this dumb motherfucker drove across the street and stopped. Why he stopped, I don't know. All I know is when I turned around, I saw Jay running across the street towards the car. Running. I've never seen Jay run. This is the first time I ever saw Jay run. Come on. I've never seen him run. I've never in my life seen him run. We played basketball once at one of his family functions. He took me to a park and we played. But that was the only time I saw Jay in any activity, right? So when he ran, he's already across the street. I start running, right? But I'm like, I can't catch him. I said, I can't catch him before he gets to the car. I said, all right. The guy pops out the car. His girl pops out the other side of the car. When the guy pops out the car, all I saw was punches and saw the guy get punched back into the car. It took me forever to get to the car. All I'm seeing is pow, 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 pow. And now I'm thinking I got to grab him, but I got to duck these punches. Because you know what I'm saying? When somebody I'm not getting punched in the face over this, right? When I get there, I see blood popping in the air. I grab him. Now I'm tussling to get him off of him. We are in New York City. We're in the middle of Manhattan, and he's beating somebody up. It's not 2 a.m. It's like 11:30 at night. This ain't the whole city is lit up. The girl comes out the car. Well, she's already out the car. She's yelling, "Get him off of him! He's gonna kill him! He's gonna kill him!" On everything I love, I said, I'm fighting him to get him off. I'm like, bitch, I'm trying. Don't you see? I'm trying. So I grab him. I said, Jay, we gotta go. I know we in trouble. I said, too many people to see. I said, dog, all the activities have now been canceled. What you're hearing right now is a flashback from Jay not learning.
Which I remember what you said. I said to you, why you ain't help? But what did you say? I said to you, why you ain't do something?
I'm trying to flag down. a cab, right? I'm trying to flag. I'm frantic trying to get a cab, right? He's like, yo, why ain't you help? I'm always there for you. I said, Jay, you won the fucking fight. What was I gonna help you do? I'm I'm trying to save us. So I'm thinking we're gonna get now. This is an alcoholic mindset. I'm like, I see the cab coming, so I go, yes, we can get the cab. We can go to a bar. I can get my drink on. The cab pulls up. It's like a movie. When the cab pulled up, like 4 cop cars pulled up and surrounded us. I'm not lying. I'm not lying to none of y'all watching right now. I'm not making this up. I'm not making it sound better.
No, you're right.
They grab him. They grab me. They throw me on the top of the hood of the police car, right? I'm talking about whoever grabbed me, literally, and I was fat back then. Like I was like about like 190. Dude tossed me like boom. I was like, bam. I said, oh shit, right? He put my hands behind my back, then he lifted me up like a doll baby. He lifted me up and slammed me down. And he said, don't say a fucking word. He was right here. Don't say a fucking word. And people were walking by the cop car talking about free Michael Sean because everybody
knew who Mike was. Y'all, they do Mike like that.
I don't know where Jay's at, right? All I know is a Puerto Rican female cop came up to me, right? And she says, I know you were just trying to, it's like she whispers, I know you were just trying to break up the fight. So here I go. I know that's what I was trying to tell him. The guy jumped back. Didn't I tell you to shut the fuck up?
Yo, dog. Remember that? That was a crazy night. That was a crazy night. And Mike ain't say nothing to me the whole time. He was mad they took his shoestrings when we got locked up.
Dude, first of all, why would they put us in the same cop car? I was so mad at this motherfucker. Why would they put us in the same squad car? So put us in separate squad cars.
Oh, I remember that night.
Look, I'm looking out the window. All I see is the buildings, and I see the lights. It's like shoom, shoom, and all I'm thinking is we fired. We not gonna
we're
make
supposed
it.
to be on the radio that morning.
The next morning, we fired.
I was the producer, Miss Jones, DJ Envy, Michael Shea, the Hot 97 #1 morning show. Yeah, I got me and one of the hosts.
Y'all got fired because of that or something?
No, I thought we were fired.
Oh,
so when we got in there, listen, I'll tell
that was it.
There's more to the story, but
there's a whole lot more to that. Thanks.
So the name of this,
DJ Envy then for that.
But the name of this story should be the time Spanky got me locked up.
Spanky got me locked up.
So I didn't know everybody knew your name was Spank. So
I didn't.
I didn't know so many people.
Thanks, Coco.
But then Jordan in the chat, I'm like, that's his name. That's his name.
I didn't know. The only Spank I knew in Philly was the comedian. I had no idea the person I was with every day was named Spank until somebody said it in front of me. Somebody said, yo, what up, Spank? I said, who? Yo, he disrespected me like that, dude?
Yeah, that was my nickname growing up. So only family called me that, to be honest, at this point. Like, yeah. But it's all good. I embraced it.
Yeah, that's why he's called Spanky. I'm crying.
All right, where am I at with these comments?
A real fighter knows you hit first because the first hit could be the last. No, I ain't mad, but I know that's the technique.
You gotta have your first 3, and that usually can take. I get you in that chin good enough. Your eyes getting watery. You're stunned. Like if we gonna, when there's a fight, I'm not gonna wait for you to hit me. No, I'm not. If we're gonna fight, we're gonna fight.
This monster was created at 12 years old. No. At 12 years old, the monster was created.
But we older now.
I was definitely known for his hands. No. You were older then.
No, but now it's different. When you 40 plus and just 50, whatever. No, we're not fighting now.
All right. Since
unless
y'all want
to do something to the kids or the family, like this other.
Since y'all want to play, since I'm the problem child, which I'm just the problem child because of reckless behavior. One time, Jay made a bet with somebody at a club that we worked at every weekend. He made a bet on a football game, right? And I heard the bet. But by the time we get to the club, I'm always drunk. I was always drunk. By the time we got to the club, I was always there. It's not like I'm about to build up. So the dude made a bet with him. The dude worked the door, made the bet with him. I heard the bet. I ain't care about the bet. I was like, y'all want to bet? I'm a Giant fan, but I'm not betting nobody. I go up there, Come to find out, Jay wins the bet. The Eagles beat the Giants, right? Come to find out. The Eagles beat the Giants, right? And I'm like, okay. And Jay, for some reason, Jay keeps mentioning, I need my money. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, the bet. I said, oh, okay, well, get your money. We get to the door just to go in, and a confrontation happens about the money before I even grab the mic. Happened about the money. Yo, you got the bet. The dude claims, we ain't bet. Jay's like, we bet, right? We bet. I'm like, okay. And then Jay was like, "Don't be an ass better." That I had never heard that phrase like that a lot, but Philly seems to the ass better is like seems to be a very
It's
universal
also a New York
phrase.
thing too.
Yeah, an ass better. So I was like, "Oh, don't be an ass better. You don't want to be don't be an ass better." This goes back and forth. The dude says he's not paying the money. Now I can't enjoy the rest of the night because now Jay don't want to talk to women. Jay don't want to drink. Well, he does want to drink. Jay don't want to. Jay just keeps mumbling. Mind you, he's mumbling next to me about this dude being an ass better. We're in a club and I can hear him. This dude's an ass better. I'm doing a live broadcast from the club. I'm doing a live broadcast. Jay grabs the microphone on a live broadcast. As I'm saying, where Philly at? Where Jersey at? 5th Street, stand up. Jay grabs the mic and says, if you an ass better or you know an ass better, make some.
Oh, God.
I don't even know how serious this has gotten. I never knew how much the financial, what was the amount of the money that y'all bet?
Was it 50? I don't know, either 50 or 100. It was something. It was an Eagles game, and I needed either we needed to square up or I needed my money. Like I just wasn't sitting well with me. Because I was going to pay. If the Eagles would have lost, I would have paid, and I knew that. I was kind of like, we lost, I'm gonna pay.
What?
I don't make a bet and then not know. We're a man of your word. So that it wasn't sitting well with me, Kamar. It's like, all right, something got to get. I know he's the promoter with the promote. Like, no, I know he bigger than me. I don't care. I like we got to square up. I'm gonna get mine off first. I already know it, and I'm gonna win. But he gonna give me my money, or we got. It is what it is.
So
I need
now I'm at the point. I'm sitting there going like, well, I guess a fight's gonna. This might be messing up my money, but I guess something gonna happen. So it gets so serious, right?
Yes, Mike.
That the next day I get a phone call from somebody, the promoter who's friends with him. I get a phone call and say, is Jay Black serious about his money? And I'm on the phone like, well, what do you think? He just grabbed the mic. Yes, he wants his money.
I need my money.
So then I was like, then he was like, well, does he really want to fight? And I said, yes. I said, yeah. That's what this is gonna come to if the money ain't there. Then he goes, well, does he think he can win? I was like, I don't think that matters, but he's going to fight. So I'm not here to decide who's gonna. Somebody's gonna get punched in the face at the end of the day. So Jay got his money.
I got my money. Just pay me my money. Just pay me my money. I got my money. Either you got to square up, or I need my bread. That's why I don't be doing bets with people, because then it turn like you don't pay me, then I know I ain't gonna better let that go. That's why I don't need get involved. Unless we gonna everybody put the money in the pot, and then whoever we can just download and claim it, or I don't know how we let somebody else hold it, but I don't do bets. That's exactly why I stopped betting.
Oh, come on. Just be happy you weren't around. Just be happy you weren't around.
But I
was.
You
had
was
a great
at the
time.
beginning. But not
Yeah,
the
you had to
beginning.
be It was some good times. It was some good times.
That was the old me though. Come on. Now we're adults. We paying taxes. We trying to start businesses. We trying to uplift our people.
Once you're in it, it ain't out of you. I don't believe that.
No, Lady Q right there. Because certain things don't hold me back. Don't hold my arms, because that could be detriment. When somebody breaking up a person's arms and they in the middle of a fight, because they get caught because you holding their arms. No, you.
Yeah, that's why I was like this. I was like, I said, I tried to get in the middle of the right hand when it came back, trying to grab. It's the principality.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the comfort in. We watched. Can I say this?
You didn't say a lot already today, dude.
We went deep in the day.
I'm gonna tell you at the comfort end, we watched somebody get knocked out at the comfort end who happened to be somebody that you know. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll tell you right there.
I need to know that. You tell me off here.
You know how they freeze up. You know, that's you catch him out in the chin, the right spot.
And that wasn't Jay. That wasn't
no,
Jay.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't Jay.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't Jay.
No. I was a spectator. No.
Oh, all right. We man, listen. This is such a bad segue. This is such a bad segue, but I'm gonna do it because I really want to ask this question. If I own a business,
well, you got Kamari, got the financial rebel here. You know, Those investments, stocks.
True, if I have an LLC, that my estate can own the LLC and I don't have to pay taxes on that business?
It was a hard left.
Yes and no. So what people don't realize, trust or estates pay taxes.
You, Shelley.
Right.
But they pay it in the trust or estate tax system. For example, right now I am in the process of wrapping up my father's estate. I had to pay inheritance tax on whatever's left over. If there's indeed anything left over, there's a tax.
Because they made, first of all, I'm sorry, obviously, our condolences.
Thank you.
But you always see these people on Instagram. That's why I send them to you. I know you get sick of me sending because he's like,
No, I don't, because everybody sends them to me. And I used to get mad because people believe the dumb shit. I don't care anymore. I'm like, what's her name? Marie Antoinette. Fuck them. Let them eat cake. If they want to do dumb shit, go right ahead.
Yeah, I just want to know because it made it seem like, well, the way the Rockefellers made money is they didn't own anything and everything was based on estates. And I guess the business was owned by the estates. So in actuality, they didn't have ownership, but I guess they kind of did. And I was sitting there going like, is that something that you have to have millions to do? Or can you do that if you're a thousandaire?
So the word is in estates is trust.
Trust.
And that is true to a certain extent, but that's why I said trust do pay taxes. But people don't realize that. And yeah, a lot of times you should have money. I won't say millions, but it needs to make sense. It needs to make sense.
So would you start something like that if you cracked, let's say if you had saved $100,000? How about this? When I get that $100,000, what is the first thing I should do with $100,000?
Pay your taxes.
Oh, okay. Second thing.
Second thing is you want to figure out how to get another $100,000 again.
How to flip it
from that 100,000.
I mean, yeah, to me, that's the mindset you gotta have. So a lot of people, and this is America, right? We are all programmed to spend. In 1973, they said on average we were shown 500 ads a day. A couple of years ago, it was 5,000. Who knows what it is today? So we're all programmed to spend. We're all programmed to be consumers and to be broke and to make other people rich. In my mind, you don't want to do what everybody else does. You want to rebel financially. You want to do something different. And you got to think about how to make that money make money for you.
So what would be, is there one conservative thing that you could do? Like, let's say I have the 100,000. I don't know if I'm going to put it into this show or whatever. Where would I put it? Because obviously just put it in the bank, or would it put it in the bank? I feel like I would be better off just keeping $100,000 in cash with me.
Yeah, but with you, somebody could rob you. If you bet Jay, he might beat you up and take you $100,000.
Stop.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Pause, right? But so, and this is going to sound super corny.
I like corny.
You make $100,000.
I have $100,000. Like I've saved up $100,000. Bang!
I got you.
Right there.
All right, you saved up $100,000. Can you redo that again quickly? Do you know how you did that? And I'm not trying to be rhetorical or so some people will just save money and they don't even realize that they saved money, right? But just redo that again. If not, I would say you need to invest in some education. Start reading books. Start getting a mentorship. Going to different conferences. Not to look nice, but to change your mindset.
Because that could be case money. Because people get into a car accident, maybe they get $50,000 settlement. So you saying with that $50,000, figure because clearly that was a one shot thing. There's nothing that they saved up for. You saying that pay your taxes.
This is a save up. This is a save up. This is a save up.
But to go to Jay's point also too, real quick, lottery owners, the big Mega Millions and Powerball winners, usually all go broke because they don't know how to handle money. They don't have a mindset for handle money. That's well documented. Again, that's why I said it's really boring. I'm boring and work with this kind of stuff. But if you want really, go ahead, Jim.
No, since say Mike put the 100,000 in the credit union, because I noticed you get higher interest on credit union than the banks, though, right?
Yeah, but you can get. So here's the thing: you want to beat inflation. Normally, to beat inflation, and if you don't know what inflation is, it's the rise of cost and goods over time. Bread 10 years ago is way less than it is today. So we know bread's going to go up. Jay, when you started driving, Mike, when you started driving, well, how much was gas? Definitely wasn't as much as it is now.
Right.
Stuff's going to go up over time. So you want to make your money work for you. What's the saying? What one guy said, you're broke until your money starts to work for you. So
Right.
you got to figure out how your money can start working for you. And so and this is hard because everybody situation. But what I will say is educate yourself. If I was saying you, Mike, you got 100,000, invest it in the show.
Gotcha.
You might not get it back right away, but invest it in the show.
Allie and Betterments are great savings accounts with high yield interest. Where are those banks at? How about is it Navy Federal? It seems like they have better interest rates than all the other banks that I look around that aren't credit unions. In my friend group, we don't tell secrets.
That's the problem. That's the problem. We don't want to share. We got to share. Why are we gatekeeping how the next man can come up? Stop.
Well, that's not what Mercedes was talking about, is it?
I don't know, but that's how I took it. Because,
No, I think she's talking about me telling the stories about you.
oh, no.
I'm a snitch.
I'm thinking she's talking about telling secrets with Kamari
No.
dropping jewels. I was talking about, yeah, Mike a snitch. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Edie, don't do no shit around me. I'll give it a statute of limitation. I keep it a secret for 2 years. But if it's funny, I gotta say it at some point. I might change the names, but I gotta say it at some point.
Lord have mercy.
I gotta say
But
it
yeah,
at some point.
but to answer your question, Mike, though, you got to work on changing your mindset. And you can look for better accounts. You know, going to your brokerage accounts oftentimes are really good. The brokerage accounts typically pay more interest just for the money sitting in cash than the banks do. But interest rates are going up, so that's why we're seeing banks starting to do more with their accounts in terms of interest.
Where do you
And I do have a Navy Federal account. Got a couple of them actually. They got great service, great interest. But listen, nobody just gets rich alone off of putting money in a bank account. You got to figure out how to, and most people don't want to do that. Just being honest.
You said you got to figure out. You got to figure out what? Because you froze up a little bit. You got to figure out what?
You got to figure out how to create a money engine for yourself if you want to be rich, because that's what I got.
Right.
So
Yeah,
let's use you.
Yeah, I got a goal. Go ahead. What is it? Go ahead.
So you're funny, you're a comedian, you could sell merch, radio. Like you can combine all those things together and be a one-man army. I mean, I know Kevin Hart is a anomaly, right? But people can replicate, and talking about the comedian world, people can replicate some of that stuff. You can sell merch at your shows. You can write a book. You can shoot, Mike. You could probably do a story or write a book about all the shenanigans that you went through, from your alcoholism to being on the radio in New York to watching Jay beat up people in the car. Like that probably would sell. And it wouldn't be hard to do with ChatGPT now.
Walking your journey, the Michael Sean story.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I get credit for that.
Y'all got some stocks I should invest in.
So I'll give you the same advice Warren Buffett gives you. Don't worry about stocks. Buy ETF. What is an ETF? It's an exchange traded fund that just covers the overall stock market. And so I'll give you a couple of ticker symbols to look at. You can look at SPY. That covers the entire market.
Hold on.
Wait, first you said ETF.
Right.
And then you said SPY.
Right. So ETF is just a type of stock, just to make it simple. All right. And basically what it is, the ETF will buy a basket of other stocks. And so Warren Buffett says, just buy the entire market. So every time you get paid, take $10, take $25 and buy this stock, VOO. This is not. Damn, I don't have my things up. This is not investment advice.
A lot of money per stock.
Wait, you said
it doesn't matter.
You take the $20 and purchase a BOO.
That's people. VOO. V Victor Oscar.
VOO. Let me see what that costs.
So the cost doesn't matter, Jay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. So everybody can do the. I think Jay, you got a Cash App. Mike, you got a Cash App. You can buy a stock through Cash App, and you can do what's called buy a fractional share. So Jay's saying VOO is expensive because right now it's trading at $509.74.
Yeah, facts.
However, you can buy $25 worth of that $509.74 stock. So it doesn't matter. And guess what? As the stock goes up or goes down, because stocks can go down, you will still participate. So all you need to worry about is the percentage movement. So if it goes up 10% a day, that $25 just went up 10% for the day. But then you do it over and over and over again. I think, Jay, you said you have a 401k.
Mm-hmm.
What it is when you have a 401k, it's called DCA, or dollar cost averaging. So you're just buying, and every time you get paid. So if you buy the stock, every time you get paid, over time, you will make money. Typically, usually.
So if I went and directly to get a VOO via Cash App, and it's a fractional purchase that I'm making, and if I get $25 every paycheck,
and then
it
could be $5, it could be $1, it could be $1, yo.
And how can I follow it via Cash App, or do I have to go? Do I have to?
You can follow via Cash App.
Oh, you can follow it via Cash App. Got you.
Christian said, "Do you do consultations?"
I do. If you
is that the best website?
Yeah, but I'll find the link and I'll put it in the chat. But Jay, do you have Cash App?
Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, I got them all.
All right, open up your Cash App right now. I want to send you. Let me see what I got on my Cash App.
Let's go.
Let's do something right here, live on air.
All right. Everybody open up your Cash App.
No, he said everybody. He said Jay Black.
Shut the fuck up. It's my show.
$ I am
our
Jay
show.
Black.
It's our show. I was joking. It's our show.
All right, wait a minute. You know what? I will do this. Mike, what is your Cash App? This is mine. I got you too. Jay. I don't want you to sucker punch me. I got you.
It's not, he'll sneak you. Don't take your shirt off. $ right there. Don't take it off. Why would you take it off?
Oh, I was with mine. I thought he was
hater. That's his. That's mine.
I got you too. I'm gonna do you too, Mike. Pause. Put it back up. Pause.
Oh, put mine back up. All right, nigga, mine.
I am.
Because Mike been wanting to do something like this. I'm wondering is going to turn into something. Whatever you're about to do, let's see.
Oh, no, we're just going to walk through the steps. This is how easy it is. It's super simple.
I just spit my coffee out. Ash laughing at y'all. All right.
Hold on.
Janelle, I open my Cash App. What we doing? Look.
So open your Cash App. Go to the stock section.
All right.
How do you get to the stock?
How do you get
to Jay $10?
How do you?
Wait, how do you get to the stock?
Hold on.
Personal.
So you do have to set your Cash App up, Jay. I mean, Jay, I just sent you.
Create a business account?
No. So when you go on the Cash App, let's see, where can you find it? Under your money, on your far left, under your money.
Mm-hmm.
It'll show you because you can save in Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin in Cash App, you can buy stocks in Cash App. Set up the stock function on there because it's going to ask you some questions.
Wait, I didn't get to that part. Where you said
go to your home page and then on the far left where your dollar amount is, if you got any money in there, far left.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Okay.
And then you see it says
it says stocks. Yeah. So hit stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Start investing with just $1.
Buy stocks. It says buy stocks. Hit that.
All right, buy stocks.
Yep.
Oh, why did Tesla be the first one that popped
Tesla
up?
is the first one that popped up for me too.
And then what do I put? Then I put VOO in the search.
No, you got to set it up. Answer those questions. Answer those questions.
What question?
What questions?
To set up the stock, they ask you a couple questions.
It says buy. It just came up. Start investing. Buy stocks, and then
most traded stocks, most traded ETFs. I guess we'll do this offline because
No, keep going, keep going. So Jay, it sounds like you're further ahead in the process than Mike.
no, because first it came up. Then I hit buy stocks.
Okay, then what does it say next?
Then it said most traded stocks, and then it says categories, performance, advanced. You scroll down, most traded ETFs, stocks that pay dividends.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so go to the search bar on top, Jay.
Mhm.
All right.
And put VOO.
Put VOO, yes. And
There it is.
VOO,
Vanguard pops up. Okay.
Vanguard. So it's a Vanguard ETF that tracks the S&P 500. And what is the S&P 500?
Okay, now I can buy it.
Right, but that's the 500 largest U.S. traded stocks. But this tracks the overall stock market. Yes. So below, I just sent you $10. It says buy. Hit buy.
Buy and $10.
$10. Now that trade.
If I did $1, it is
No, dude, I sent you $10. Use the whole $10.
All right.
Don't be stealing my money. I'm investing in you, Jay.
All right. Next.
Yep.
To set up investment, we need a few more details. Okay, so I got to go through these details.
Correct.
All right.
But do it. It doesn't take long. Let's do it now.
Student,
This is great.
employed, self-employed, unemployed, retired. So I can just say employed.
Yep. Where you at, Mike? And Mike, what is your Cash App?
Right there, $, M
Put it on the screen
Sean,
for me, please.
$, M Sean,
I'll make it bigger for you.
MSHAWN 0902.
That was your whole government. All right, so bear with us 1 minute, y'all. Bear with us 1 minute because we're going to do something. We're going to track this. We're going to track this. So I'm sending Mike $10 right now. And I think Ash said she has invested on Cash App as well. So Ash, you're familiar with this? And Ash, what have you invested in? All right, so I just invested $20 in my brothers.
Is everything okay? Got my legal name, got my address. Well, I got my social, I know everything. All right.
Yeah, no, got all of it.
All right, looks good.
All right, TP has stock on Cash App and
So
Robert.
back. Confirm.
And Mike, and Jay, real quick, not trying.
Schedule. Buy $10 of Vanguard to schedule.
All right, so it just says you got the money. So let me go see.
And the poor getting poor.
It would okay. This order will execute after the market opens today at 9:30 a.m. That's what mine says. And this $10 got me approximately, shows the shares, $10 purchase. Done.
Right.
$10.
But
just so you can
that
see.
just
Just so
starts
you
you
can
off,
see.
right?
It shows you it's official. You
Yep.
just invested in me.
My man.
All
I
right,
did.
I'm in. $10.
How
And
well?
so now,
All right, I gotta go, y'all.
so
Man,
Mike, I
drop
want you
the
to do the
jewels.
same exact thing.
I'm trying to, because I still got money in here. Yours didn't. It popped up, but then
Yeah,
do I have to
mine
hit? Oh, so when I get here's yours. So your history, total transaction. Do I hit request or pay or what do I do?
Mike sound like a senior citizen right now.
I'm showing you what the fuck just popped up, dog. Such an asshole.
I can't see it. Listen, man, I'm blind. You ain't got to cuss
No,
out.
I'm talking to Jay.
No,
Jay Black.
sensitive.
Oh no, Jay Black is always.
All right, let me put
always.
the solo shot. Let me help Mike put the solo shot. Go ahead, your solo shot there.
That's all right there. That's just me withdrawing it. Like, is there?
No,
something-
you in the wrong spot. You in
No,
the
no.
wrong
What I
spot.
let me ask do I just go buy the stock with that $10? Is that what you're saying? Just go buy the stock with the $10?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that
Yes.
was it. Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
got it. All right, so I'm back at stock. Buy stock. VOO.
Thanks, Kamara. I lost money trying to buy stock through options.
So
All right.
one thing you do got to do, right? Going to Miss Sean. Listen, losing money is a real thing and it can happen. And it happens a lot when people try to follow along and do what everybody else does. That's why it's important to get a true understanding of what's going on. But you can really make a bunch of money and not, you don't have to be and sitting in front of a day long. And here's the thing. I know Jay is about the same age as me. So he's either, I'm not going to put his age out there because I don't want Spanky to beat me up, but he's 40-ish, right?
He's younger than me.
Well, you're 54, Mike. So let's say we're all in the 50s or close to it. We only got a couple more years of work. Our body is not going to let us continue to work. At some point, do we have enough money to live our lives when the body says, no, sit your ass down? Because your lifestyle ain't going to stop. You're not going to stop wanting money. You're not going to stop needing your electric bill paid. Where's your money at? You're going to need money. We got to start thinking of like this.
All right, so I got it done.
So you got it, Mike?
Yep.
All right, let's see it. Put it on the screen. Let's see it.
So do I hit the schedule? Do I hit schedule? I'm here.
Yes. So the stock market doesn't open until 9:30.
9:30. You got 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Or you're going to have to wait till tomorrow.
No, you can do it throughout the day. So the stock market's open from 9:30 till 4 p.m.
Should I do auto invest and do $10 every week?
If you got it. Yes. Absolutely. Because that was going to be the next step. So if you can do $10 or $25 every pay and can afford it, and it won't mess up your bills.
All right, that's what I want to do. All right,
yeah.
So all right,
do it every pay.
Understand the stock, invest in the companies with. Okay, Curtis is back.
TA or dollar cost averaging is a cheat code for regular everyday people. Just take a little bit of money at a time and invest it into the market.
We're going to watch this. So we're going to next Thursday? We're going to look to see what my stocks say. I just
so you gonna buy another $10 next Thursday too, right?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how this first week go.
No. You got to do it. You got to do it every week. All
right. I'm gonna commit.
I'm not singing it next week. I'm sowing the seed, and y'all got to water it.
All right.
Let it grow.
So I'm putting $25. I'm gonna do $25 a week.
Okay.
So at some point in a few weeks, whatever, a few months, I'll have. Well, the share cost might go up, but let's say the share cost was the same.
That's what my
at 509. I might own an entire share then when it goes up.
Correct. Now, Jay, do me a favor. Grab that clip. It's not a clip. It's a link that just. Okay. Does anybody know who Anthony Scaramucci is? You know that guy? He used to work for Trump.
He was with Trump guy. Yeah.
Yep, the mooch. So he brought his son in 1992. $1,200 of Microsoft, and then he forgot it. Now, this is a rich guy, rich white guy. Don't need the money. But $1,200 in 1992 has now turned into roughly $288,000. Wow,
that's nice.
In 2025.
Just sitting there.
Now, many of us might not have $1,200 right now. We just set it and forget it. But what you can do is you can just make little deposits over and over and over again. $5 a week, $10 a week, whatever you can afford. And you don't have to go find some super hot stock. Overall market is doing.
You know what's crazy?
So I have my kids do VOO. That's why I'm recommending to y'all. And this is not investment advice. All right.
No risk, no reward.
What I'm so glad that I took my instinct because I was gonna end the show. This is why sometimes y'all listen to your gut, that I made that hard left pause after what we were talking about to get to this. Because listen, and we got to thank you, Kamari, for this. We've joked about taxes and they could be boring and financial, they could be boring. You just gave us a tip that could have initiated something for somebody. One of our viewers and I'm going to stay consistent because I had made a lot of money and then a circumstance happened. That's a long story, but you may have ignited somebody to do something that could affect their future for real and can be consistent. Cause I think $25 a week is absolutely doable for me just to keep taking $25 out a week. I spent $25 basically a day just going to Royal Farms. Just picking up
Yeah,
5 hour
people do
energy.
that on cigarettes. Yeah, people do that. Yeah.
So I
I
appreciate
mean,
you.
I got this from an old head. He said just invest $5 every pack. Now he's born in the 20s, right? So $5 was a whole lot of time. But the moral of the story is save and invest always. Keep going. Don't stop.
Is it hard to get the money out? I saw somebody had asked
Now
that.
I do. I know we're over the show, but can you give me 30 seconds to answer that question?
Because I took the money out. It was a process when I took the money out.
So you can take the money out. But what I'm telling y'all to do right now, I don't want you to take the money out for a long, long time. But however, if you do have to take the money out, just know if the stock goes up, you might have to pay taxes on it. If the stock goes down, you might be able to write it off on your tax, some kind of tax implication for it. But what I'm talking about today is just set it, keep doing it, and then forget it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's super dope. All right, y'all. Listen, don't say we every once in a while some responsible tips come out of here, and we not just doing Montez drops. And sometimes we got this.
She got Dick Dash.
We have financial advice that is given.
I hope she's investing that money.
That's his IG right there too, y'all. If y'all want to go IG, get more information on phillytaxteam.com. That's Kamar. He said every Thursday. He rock with us every Thursday.
And if you want a consolation, understand. I'm saying this. It ain't free. I said that. I don't know if it's true, but I said that.
It's not free.
Exactly. It's not free.
Send me an inbox. I know somebody asked for a consultation. Send me an inbox on IG and I'll send you the link.
All right, cool beans, y'all. Listen, I gotta go. Everybody, we'll be back at it tomorrow with Dr. Aaron Smith. Kamari, you're here every Thursday. If you ever in the mood and you want to chit chat and you want to get on, please just text me and I'll just send you the link. I can always send you the link every day if you want me to. When I do the I can send it to you.
I might
every
just
day.
pop on that day. I like.
All right, so I'll just make it a regular.
Well, I can't do every day, but I'll try.
Trust me, I sent Sexy Mo and C Chung the link for months.
They still, Mo's in Dubai. I saw Mo in Dubai somewhere. Sexy
Mo's in Dubai. Man, tell us to send us a postcard. That's what's up.
Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. I understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, anything, or any circumstance take it from you. God got you. From Michael Sean, the Financial Rebel, with an incredible tip today and more tips every Thursday. He joins the show. Jay Black, who punches people in the face when they're taking their hoodie off. Amani, who's on every Wednesday, where here's the thing. Tomorrow, Dr. Aaron Smith will rock out with us at 8 a.m. To Sexy Mo, who I joked about, but is our sister. To C Chung, who I joke about, he's my brother. I don't know if Jay Black fucks with him like that. But and to Lady Q, wokeupinspired.com. If you want your hoodies, you want your t-shirts, you want free, put free ship 29 if you want to avoid that
$29 or more.
charge. Get that. Lady Q hasn't bars in the room, but she's down with the team. Go make sure if you want to customize something, DM them. You can get some mugs customized and all that good stuff. We are gone. Go on there.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but